So, last time on D&D, you guys pretty much walked around the town here, the main town here, Limgrave, London. Yeah. And figured out that you needed to get across the Scarlet Rot Lake, and to do that you need a special kind of wood. And with that, all of your side missions, all of the side actions you can take in this zone kind of coincided with doing the main objective at the same time. Ripple had to go do something about balancing scales off to the east to help the weave, get the item he needs to help the weave. Brixham had to go here to grab an item as well to essentially make his god, help his god out in some way in this area. Kreezor needs to go hunt down and either kill or befriend a dancing lion beast.
The fact that you even suggest Kreezor would kill a dancing lion demigod.
You never know.
Wouldn't you?
I would try.
Gabagulio has to go even farther to the north than Kreezor does to go deal with another cult of Moog. And Anam has to go break someone out of jail because the Thieves Guild in Limgrave needs a little bit of help. So you guys went to the east first. You ended up in this cave. You fought some people. You went mad. And then you all went to the center. Brixham took some skin off of the corpse of the Three Fingers, because that's what he needed. And then this being came to life. This almost skeletal being. There's flesh, but it's so much bones. It's so thin that it pretty much feels like it's skeletal, without a head. And the head burst in, where the head would be, there's a big ball of yellowish flame that appeared, and it all started attacking you. And that's where we're going to start. Okay, and we're going to start with his turn, because that's where we ended off last time.
Is that where we ended?
That is where we ended. That's
I think I get 3 turns before he gets to go next, actually.
So a thing that happened also is Ripple did cold damage, which seemed to lower the intensity of the flame. On the flame that is essentially his head at the moment. But for his turn, he's going to start hovering in midair, and then he is going to very quickly. The two of you can get opportunity attacks off on him. He's going to move to here, and then.
Cannot express how badly I fucked myself by not healing prior to this fight.
Can I express how hard it is to target him when I have the screen share open and not the actual...
He would move to there.
It's unbelievable.
Anam, Gabgulio, and Ripple.
I would like to reaction step back.
Question. Can I opportunity attack with my bow?
No. It has to be a melee
and
weapon.
Not have disadvantage? Alright, it is melee only. Damn. Alright, Scimitar.
I'd have to read opportunity attack, but I believe it is just melee weapons in general. I don't think unless you get a
it would make a lot
feat.
of sense. I'm just trying to, beg and plead.
I will read it for you.
I feel like Niskra could because he had the feel, so both of those miss.
I really feel like because it's red, it did extra damage.
And it would be a disadvantage anyway, even if it was with a bow.
It specifies melee.
Okay. So, let me actually bring... Oh, I almost forgot to bring this notepad up. Currently, Gabgulio is the only one that has any madness stacks, and he's also still madness. Which, for people who forget, means you are dazed, and you take damage at that time. And dazed is the fact that you can either do an action, a bonus action, or move on your turn. And you can't take a reaction.
Hey, Frank, do you wish you had moved just a little closer to me?
You wish he had healed.
No.
Okay, so I need Anam, Gabgulio, and Ripple to make dexterity saving throws. The
what about the child
thing doesn't matter because it's incorporeal, I believe, and can't take damage or deal damage.
Okay,
so
I get advantage because I want
Gabgulio. Nope.
I'm dead. Let's take this.
Okay, so Anam saves, and this is fire damage, so you're going to take a quarter of this.
That's good.
And the other two are going to take 14. You are going... Yes. And Anam's going to take 3. Because it's 7 and then halved is... Yep. I just switch maps. Okay. And that's his turn. So Brixham.
I'd like to take this opportunity to say that we should have fixed initiative.
You fucker.
I will share your address.
Oh, what is Gabagulio concentrating on? I don't think he's concentrating on anything.
Not dying.
He
He's
has
concentrating on
he
not
has
dying.
Witch Bolt. He has Witch.
Oh,
he has Witch Bolt.
Okay. Concentration save.
Which bolt?
He failed.
Yeah, so
It
so
doesn't
he
matter
could've
whatever it was. He could have.
yeah,
action-
he could
bonus
bonus.
action
He
it.
could bonus action deal damage with Witch
He couldn't
Bolt.
do that anyway because of his madness. Oh, and Anami take 1 madness ripple, and Gabagulio would take 2 tokens.
I don't remember how many we
You had
had.
0. The only one that had 1 was Gabagulio, so which means
Okay,
he's now
I'm
going to have
going
his
to-
madness extended.
Oh man, I wish there was a thing under exhaustion for these tokens.
No, I can always remind you when it comes around. So Anam has 1,
All right, I'm just gonna
Ripple
hit the
has
button once.
2,
There we go.
and Gabagulio's madness
I have
is
2.
back at... Yeah, because when you fail to save, you get 2.
That's the madnesses are why I keep not leaving the group. Right.
Because you can't move. I mean, and
I
Gabagulio
can't move
had
and
his-
hit him. Yeah.
madness extended another round because it would have dropped this round, but now it's extended because he got 3 again.
Yep.
And now it's Brixham's turn.
Is this thing considered a humanoid?
It is considered an undead.
You'd know that if we had divine sense.
It is
Amazing.
Telling you, I put an undead in every dungeon. Doesn't matter what. If it makes sense. Just because we don't have a paladin.
Alright. So, first we're gonna do healing word on Ripple.
Good move. Solid move.
It's an acceptable move.
For 11.
That button. Look at
Cruiser
you.
approves of this.
And then
I have a weakness to healing magic, so that actually does double.
I think that just means you don't heal.
Oh.
Rick's
Well,
gonna
it
does
do
not.
attack.
Affinity to resistance.
It's fine. He's just trying to
That was a
take
good try.
a little aggro. That's Brixton.
Have you ever hit with Mom?
Once.
Once. So at the end
It
of
was-
your turn, Brixham, he is actually going to do... I'm going to roll something real quick. Okay. He's going to do his Madness Cone up at Ripple and Gabagulio. It was split before, whether he was going up or down. And he rolled. He rolled up. So it's a dexterity
Boy.
saving throw from Gabagulio and Ripple.
I hate this. Please pass.
Ooh.
Well, I'm dead.
Doesn't mean you're dead. It just means you're mad. And Gabagulio also failed. I need to stop rolling in private. And also, you're not even going down, Ripple. You're just mad. Gabagulio, though.
Yeah,
is
what
going
if we
to
hit
the compass.
attacks?
Is
Mike,
it just a
restart the
madness
server.
counter?
So you take 8 damage, and then you have the dazed condition. So that resets your madness counter to 0, but you take the dazed condition because you would get madness normally.
Okay, so I'm down to 0, and I can only do 1 action on my turn.
An action, a bonus action, or a move. You could technically just move around the corner if you felt like that was your best option.
No, I gotta keep doing cold damage to slow his flame down.
That definitely helped. So Gabagulio is going to make a death saving throw.
But I would make an unopposed. I would take an unopposed shove if anybody was looking to do that.
I can tell you someone that can't right now.
That's
Is he an Italian deli meat?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey, you know, yes, he rolls 2 death saves in a row, but the other guy doesn't get to go until a lot later. Okay.
Something,
at the
something,
end of-
rerolled initiative.
At the end of Gabagulio's turn, he's going to just take a sword attack against Brixham. That is a crit.
Oh,
Oh no!
Mike, you should have restarted the server.
For 26 damage.
Jeez.
I'm driving to
That's a
Boston and
flesh
I'm
wound.
turning
I
the
spit out
electricity
my
off.
teeth.
He grabbed...
How
He-
the F are you still
Brixham
standing?
did what he was shooting for, grabbed the aggro, and grabbed all of the aggro. And the short sword, like...
And the best part
nearly
was
cut
is
off
that
an
wasn't even
arm.
his turn.
That's true. Kreezor, it's your turn.
Mike is trying to TP chaos. I love it.
I'm not
Okay.
trying to TPK.
Oh, it's just coming naturally?
Look,
Mike's out here. I don't have to try.
I will say that I really hope Gabagulio doesn't somehow die here, because that would be the most unfortunate.
It would be really
That would
sad.
be the funniest outcome.
That does hit. 29 definitely hits.
Okay.
And you already had him Hunter's Mark before you asked, or you don't have to say it. It's already there.
Oh my god, I am still actually. Yeah, all right. I didn't actually lose concentration on that. Fuck yeah.
No, you didn't. The one time you got hit.
All right,
Maybe that was 2
1d6.
times. Oh.
I literally looked and I was like, oh, I think I don't have that anymore.
Nice.
All right. So that's my 1d6 from hunters.
He is
Um,
officially near death, so he's under a quarter.
I would like to dread ambush as well.
You can.
And you will.
Perhaps.
You know,
That's good.
every-
Right in the middle.
Straight average
Every
is good.
chip damage
That's-
helps.
That's
Every
not
chip
bad.
damage helps. We're gonna take it. This death pit. I'm gonna move over here.
That's
Sure.
nope, that's the right move.
And then it's Nom's turn.
It is my turn. All right. I'm going to go here. And I'm going to attack him.
Now you didn't hit last time, so I don't believe this is related in that time too. You get one more attack. Unless you have anything else you'd like to do.
Win.
I'm I'm going to bonus action take the healing potion.
That's actually probably the smartest decision. I respect it. 2d4 plus 2. I will hit that apply button. There you go.
My hope is if I'm as far away from him as possible, he'll either have to kill me or have to chase me down.
It's true. As long as enough of you survive to kill the wolf, then you're set.
That's not how I want to live.
Space tanking.
And then I'm going to
Rick's
right.
action surge. Wait a
We're gonna
minute.
do the same thing I did last turn, except for I'm gonna heal Gabagulio this time.
Thank you.
Healing through my clone.
Does the boy have a push? I would go 5 feet back
No.
if he did.
He is
think
an
he
illusion. You're looking right through him.
You can healing word from yourself because it's a healing word. You don't have to healing words. Cure wounds the one you would do through the boy.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
What's the matter?
Oh, okay.
Do it for the audience, you know.
Family.
And then
You've
Mom's
got
not
this.
gonna let me down this time. She'll let me down.
We
She
cannot
wins.
hit the broadside of a fucking barn.
You have a +6 that I've never seen you get above a 12.
No, last one was a 13.
so
It
like,
still missed.
okay. On his turn, he's going to do
Trips
something
and
he
falls
did.
and he skips it. Hell yeah.
No, the first time, he's going to do two madness cones. Which go over
Ugh.
here, and I don't.
Why would he
think
do
I think I'm
Madness-
sheltered behind this
Why would
rock.
he do a madness cone that way when it's just me over there?
It's two of you.
No,
You
he's
can't get-
unconscious.
No, he's a backup.
Not anymore, he's not.
Oh, is he back up?
Yeah, I just killed him.
Not anymore,
Oh,
he's not.
I mean, that was
That's
really
fair.
good
All right,
positioning
yep.
on the other side, because he can only hit one. And in all fairness, because I did this last time, he had to make a choice.
No, send it to
It's
me.
Brixham. No, it's
Oh,
1 to 2.
I would just appreciate it actually.
Nope.
I'm not even joking.
I know.
If I yell bad
So,
things at him,
I need a dexterity save from Ripple, Brixham, and Gamagulio.
Will
I
you
have,
fucking knock it off?
Shield Masters, interpose shield.
Ooh, okay. Ripple succeeds.
I crit succeeded.
Oh.
Does
I
that
failed.
shield also
I
help?
felt real good.
He's like kind of semi behind.
Gamagulio also failed. Jesus Christ.
Goodbye, brother.
So it's
I
gonna
will
be
leave you.
Damage. So it's 4
Oh, okay.
to Brixham. Gamagulio's up at 1 HP.
I got the damage. I'm at 1 HP.
The Shield
I
Master
spit out the last of my
Strike
teeth.
let you take
Half, right?
on a success, right? Or is it? I don't remember if Shield Master Strike is all or nothing. Shield Master's
they changed it. I think it's better now.
it might be better.
Oh no, it's take half damage. No, you're right.
To an effect to take only half. Oh yeah, so you'd be down then.
How much damage? To the 0.
Gamagulio's at 1 and took 2 madness again. Ripple, you have 1 madness, but you're also already mad, and Rickson is down. Anam went since last time he took madness, so he's actually clear. And that's his turn. Ripple.
I cast Frostbitten Butthole.
Directly at his butt.
That hits.
Oh, thank God.
This cold damage.
We needed it.
Very happy.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
I mean, that wasn't
Lord.
amazing, but still.
He's just
I got
alive, but the
doubles.
flame
I got
does
doubles. I got doubles.
You got exactly
I am going-
half.
I am going to target the finger god who is no longer alive.
Sure.
I did not get doubles
that
again. It
time.
does not jump a second time.
Ouch. We did the same thing last time, so if it had doubled, I would have allowed it.
I got doubles on the first one though, so that should count. I got 2 of the highest rolls and 2 of the lowest rolls.
It's true. And at the end of your turn,
He gives me $5.
No, he is going to retaliate.
I don't want it.
I know, and it's sad because it's just kind of repetitive. But his best move he has in his arsenal currently is his cone.
I look at Gabagulio and I say, "Sorry, brother."
I need the 2 of you to make, or I'll make Gabagulio's. Ripple make a dexterity saving throw. Okay, Ripple, you fail. Gabagulio succeeds. You
God
do
damn
notice
it!
that due to the cold, it does seem to his damage reduced a little bit more. But he rolled more than when he was rolling 4d6.
Well, that's exciting. I'm assuming that's -12.
That's yeah, you're at 12. Or you would have been taken down to 12. And then we get to see what happens. Kreezor.
No, I'm actually going to switch. I
Ooh.
don't actually.
No, it depends.
Actually-
You know what? I forgot about that last round.
I'm going to switch with Brixham.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, because you're trying to prevent death saving throws?
Because I'm trying to prevent death saving throws, and Kreezor has as good of a chance to hit and deal damage as I do, so I don't want to knock him down all the way where I am.
You do have 2 chances. You have 2 rolls to hit, though.
I haven't hit in the last 13 hours, so
Family.
I
You've only
just
been
trust
playing
you.
for 30 minutes.
Right.
No, it feels like 13 hours.
Okay.
But 1 second, I gotta hide these death saves, which have popped back up into my life.
Yeah.
In that case,
Go
I
ahead.
will be longbowing.
That hits.
Good start. Good start.
All right. The 1d6 for the hunter's mark that is still on him,
And he is dead.
and the dread
I
ambusher.
made the
we're
correct
gonna
call,
Keep going.
and now
You are still
I get to go try to
turn order.
stabilize.
So I don't think anyone has healing. Well, I mean, Cruiser might have cure wounds for next.
Cruiser
round.
has cure wounds.
It'll depend on these rolls.
You should.
You can move Cruiser if
cure
you want to.
wounds
You just
on
won't.
Brixham.
You just don't have an action, but you can still move to somebody. It's not 50 feet. I don't know why I cached it from last round.
Yeah,
That's 30 feet
it's
today.
keeping
It's
it.
30 feet
Yep.
today. You're good. Okay.
Boop.
Anam.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Quick, hold my hands. I'll teach you how to cure wounds.
Medicine check for stabilize. That does.
Did
that
I-
stabilize?
Okay. I was
Um,
gonna roll a psionic die if I didn't.
2024 stabilize. I don't remember if this gets you up with 1 health in 2024.
It's 2025, so we don't have to worry about it.
That is correct.
I have to look this up in the actual guide. It's not just going to let me. Any site that shows this going to be like, oh, sign in to.
Back in D&D 5e.
This is
Yeah.
important.
1,000
know-
years ago.
Whether you have to wait here or not. Handbook.
That was fantastic. I'm so happy.
Even in here.
I went on a 14-mile bike ride, got home, and my wife was like, yo, do you want to order some dinner? I was like, yes.
Zero hit point. Stabilize character. Use a help action to try to stabilize a character with 0 DC 10 wisdom check. A stable creature doesn't make death saving throws even though it has 0 hit points and is still unconscious. A stable creature isn't healed if it doesn't heal. It 1 HP. Okay, so yeah, 1d4 hours. It's the same as the old rule. So you are unconscious.
But he's no longer
for
making.
3
He's no longer
hours.
making.
Correct.
death
He's at
saves.
0
Okay.
HP for 3 hours, but stable.
I could bonk him
heals.
in the face and he can make more death
And then
saves.
you get to move over there. And then
You could.
I.
Am gonna make a sandwich.
Well, no, you gotta roll your. Well, I gotta roll your death save. You're right. There's a. I don't think this is possible for you not to get all of them up. So that's the 2 of them. Oh boy. Why
I'm
did I
going to
say
swap.
Oh,
I'm
anything?
going
you
to
can
swap
You can swap.
places with Gabagulio.
Okay.
and then Ripple needs to just
Who's
not.
been down for the
The
longest,
same
or
amount
the
of
same
Julio and
amount
I
of
dropped
time?
at the
the
same time.
same amount of death saves.
I
Let
have.
me argue this. I'm
And
physically
both
here.
of you, are the ones.
In character, you think Gabagulio's a liability.
And both of you are the ones who argued for random initiative. So maybe I don't switch place with either of you.
No.
You should come
And
get
we
me
see
up.
how this.
Okay.
I'm going
you
to Ripple.
can't
I'm going to Ripple.
meta.
I'm going to Ripple.
Okay. I won't let you meta your decision. Okay, he is up and he is stable, but will be unconscious for 3 hours.
I would definitely prioritize Ripple over Gabagulio. There'd be no question in my mind.
Oh boy. Folks, let's see what happens. I think
I
this
don't
gives
wanna
away
lose
that it was one
Gabagulio.
failure.
But I do think it's funny.
Son of a fuck.
Did you just
Did you
kill
just kill
Gabagulio? Oh my god.
So, as you go to Ripple and you heal him up, you look over to Gabagulio and you see the light behind his goggles
Is he
fade
watching?
away from
I
existence.
think so.
Oh no.
He is dead.
Oh, buddy.
Rolled a 3 and a 1.
Jeez.
I appreciate that you are on brand and you roll poorly for us as well.
It's good.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, I rolled a 7 and a 1. There's I revealed the other one. Well,
Out of curiosity, had I
Mhm.
succeeded my first death roll?
no, you were both on the same. If I had rolled a 1, you would have died.
Oh.
There was no good choice there. To be fair, you did both vote for rerolled initiative, and this only happened because of rerolled initiative. Literally.
Thank you for saying it instead of me.
you prefixed it with that.
But I didn't continue after it happened.
Now, he is dead.
And I also know this will not change anyone's opinion on rerolled initiative. I just find it very
Absolutely
funny.
not.
He is gone.
The
You
big
do
takeaway
have
for
a-
me is that we had horse shit spacing, and we found a boss who could take
You know
advantage
what's
of that.
so unfortunate is that he took advantage because he madnessed the two people who had the worst spacing right off the bat. Like, you guys got
Yeah.
madnessed super quick.
And I,
We rolled very poorly throughout the
I'm the
entire
only
fight.
one who does cold damage too, so I never felt comfortable enough to stop dealing damage.
Right. No, I mean, you reduced his die. He rolled 1d6 per cold. Every time you dealt cold damage, you reduced his die down to a minimum, so if multiple people could do it. But you did reduce his damage.
I don't even know if I hit him.
I think you hit him in the first time.
I
but you
didn't.
hit him this time. No,
I think
You
I
did-
may.
You
I
did
may
soak
definitely-
damage for us.
you definitely
did soak
hit him
damage.
the
I kept
first
you guys
time.
up,
Yeah.
or tried to at least.
Now I will point out that even though he is gone, there are. I mean, you could always ask around to see if you could find someone to possibly resurrect, and you do also have a reset the day if you feel like that.
I cannot picture us not doing the wolf for our brother. If we can't find a resurrect,
You
I
could
just
take
can't
a.
picture it.
I mean, you always could take a short rest. You know that you can't take a long rest and reset because then it would go into the next day. But you could take a short rest and heal up first.
What can I renew for that fight? I can renew one level 2 spell slot after a short rest. And I
And
have
I
plenty of
imagine you
level
guys
rest.
aren't trying to move. What?
I hit him once. The entire combat, going back to last time we played, I hit him a single time. So can we take
If you
a?
kill me, I quit. It was the dice. I showed the dice. I didn't.
So if we take a short rest, can we summon the wolf still?
Yeah,
or
that's what I
is
said.
that...
You can take a short rest.
Oh, okay.
And then summon the wolf. You just can't take a long rest because the next day.
So I'm assuming I now have 1 HP.
Ew, didn't you?
Yeah, am I up
So
with
at
one
this
as
point, you guys would have waited the time. Ripple and Brixham would wake up and then see Gabagulio not waking up.
Yo, he's fucking dead.
What?
He just keeps getting colder.
Brother!
Well, it's about the same temperature.
I
Was
go
Sir
up and
Jensen
I
come
grab
back?
Gabagulio's tiny body and I shake him. Brother!
He does not move.
Oh, you beautiful tiny boy! What has happened to you?
I'll just start praying and like trying to heal him. I don't know. Brixham doesn't accept his death.
As much as you try and pray and try and reach out to your god, there is no answer.
What? We
I
need to
slap
call the wolf!
Gabagulio's tattoo
need
and
to
I'm
call
like,
the wolf now! We need to reset the day!
Look, you need to calm down. We need to rest for an hour first. I've already been thinking about this for the past 3 hours while you were asleep.
It's actually one of the main reasons you couldn't long rest is because it took so long to get back up. Yeah.
So we need to just chill for an hour, recuperate.
If Grast would intervene.
I don't think you can talk to him.
There is no answer.
I'm
You try
yelling
and
at his
reach out.
tattoo.
You try
Quick
and yell and you
question.
reach out and no answer.
I don't. What is our health and spell slot stuff when we reset the day? Are we back where we were at at that time
you would
period.
be back at the inn with long rests and everything. You would be back to full
So
health, full everything.
So we don't need to short rest. We could just. Oh no, we have to kill.
We do
the
to
wolf.
fight the
kill the
wolf.
wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Nope. You're right. You're right. Now. Yep. But then we'd also have to fight this fucking dickbag a second time.
That is correct.
Yep.
And more of us could die.
Yes.
But we should be
You-
level 5 because we would have killed a wolf at that point.
100%
It's
sure that
not
will
how
not be
that
the
works.
case.
You
You're telling me that we're close to level 5 and killing the time wolf?
know what's
doesn't
really funny?
level up?
Resetting the day resets your XP as well. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but we were close to level 5 before we fought this fucking dude.
Right,
No.
but there was this event that would have to happen before you hit level 5, and it didn't happen.
The time wolf happened.
What if we're
Right.
level 5 right now? And if we reset, we go back to level 4.
I know when you will hit level 5, and it has not happened yet. And if you reset, it will not happen.
Ever.
Not ever, but until you get into the
Sorry,
next
sorry,
step.
Gabagulio. I love you like a brother, but I love
But I
level
wanna
5
level
more.
up.
I think we
Yeah.
can all agree that level 5 is the play here.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit the short rest button because that's what
Yep.
we're doing. Correct.
Hit
Correct.
the short
All
rest,
jokes
get
aside.
anything back you can in a short rest.
There we go.
I'm almost full health.
Short rests are pretty good.
I'm going to activate my arcane recovery. I'm going to pretend that I attuned to that pearl that also lets me arcane recovery.
Yeah, I have no reason to say you didn't. I don't know why. You can use both. You can use a Pearl of Power and Arcane Recovery. You got it before, I think, your long rest. You got it in the.
I'm just gonna yeah.
Unrun.
I'm just going to hit 2 level 2 spell recoveries.
Sure.
We didn't agree on who got it. That was the only thing. And I think that Gabagulio probably is going to get it late game, but I'm going to get it early game. If
Yes.
Yeah, he gets better early game or late game.
Yeah.
He gets better late game.
Do I get the health potion that I used back if we reset the day?
Yes.
Nice.
Anyone? I see. This is actually where it gets hard to track. I don't remember if I'm gonna give Brixham a health potion back because I think he used one. I'm not 100% sure. But how many health potions do you have, Brixham?
One, if any.
I may have actually had 2 on me. Not that would have changed anything that just occurred.
Yeah,
But
we
I think
do
I
need
may
to
have
keep
actually had 2
I think
on me.
that's,
Yeah,
that's partially me because I'm thinking because this is a 1 to 10 campaign, you're leveling a little bit slower, so I'm not re-importing you as often. Which doesn't mean I'm going to level you faster. I'm going to level you at the pace that the campaign still goes. So before you start the argument of we should level,
But we should. No, I'm just kidding.
I also want to preface that 99.5% of my argument for we should level is in jest.
oh, I know.
because it's
Oh, I'm
fun.
100% sure.
However-
And that's why I like to go
however-
along with it.
There is a short 0.5% of you did say we would level soon, and
And then
we
you
are
reset the
killing
day.
a time wolf.
I know. I know.
The time
But
wolf
that's
actually
the whole-
reduces experience.
The whole point of vibe leveling, you know? I'm just not feeling it.
I've only
Tough.
ever played the game where I level at your will, so I don't know what the other alternative
Well, it's
is.
pretty clear. If Julio had survived, we would have had better vibes, so we would have leveled.
It's true.
What's really cool is if we beat the time wolf without dying, Rufus should be here to redo everything that we just did by then.
He'll get to
Yes.
experience the fight himself.
He'll
And
be
then
able to miss
maybe-
as many times
maybe-
as Mike missed.
Maybe
Can't
he
believe
can
that I
die.
killed him.
Maybe he can die on his own.
can.
All right. I'm going to go over here.
How instant is the wolf summoning?
It's instant to the point where you can't ready an action beforehand.
But
I
I
am gonna
I can enlarge reduce.
Yes, you can. It is
Okay.
quick enough that you can cast buffs, but you can't ready an action. 'Cause
Do
can
I know where
hear
he's
the
going
gears
to
in
appear?
Tegan's brain turning? I'm going to ready an action.
I just
No,
want to
no.
hide.
I wasn't asking to ready an action. I was
No,
going to ask, Do I know where he's going to appear?
Yes, you can hide, by the way. You aren't
I'm
100%
casting.
sure because you've never done this before.
Okay.
Anam has been enlarged.
Nice.
In that case, I am also going to go hide against a wall. Even though he probably can just see where I am.
Hopefully I hopefully I hit. Well, fuck. I don't even
Jesus
care.
Christ.
This is stupid. This game's dumb.
Yeah, I don't like it,
I
actually.
quit.
Actually, you know what? You know what? That's a stealth check. I'm just going to throw this fucking away. 4, 15. There you go.
Sure.
Do you guys want
In
to
that
just
case,
go
I
play
feel like
Roblox
it would
instead?
use the die no matter what, but
Correct. Yep. It's because there's nothing to base it on, so
Right,
it just uses
but I
it.
like use
I'm
it,
fine with
yeah.
that.
okay. Okay, this is no longer the boy. The boy is no longer here.
No. Thank God.
I summon him again, right next to Anam.
Can
No.
I can.
Let's go.
But can he see me?
I see you through
What?
him.
Yeah. If he. So, what's your
Damn it.
passive perception, Brixham?
14.
Oh, he
Ooh.
can't. He can't.
You don't see me.
you. You know that he's over there, but you can't see him. Okay, so you all as a family focus
The child just
really hard.
family. Family.
Family.
Family.
We
Family.
drag
Family.
Gabagulio's body to the
Family.
center.
Gabagoolio.
Family.
Slaughter
It's
it.
probably best
Gabagoolio.
that they don't walk all over Gabagulio. Family.
And as you are chanting family, somehow you see Gabagulio, even though he's dead, still say family. No one knows how, but it's said. That didn't come.
Wait, stop the summon. He's alive.
My boy!
I dropped my minor illusion.
Look what they did to my boy!
Time Wolf appears and just immediately stabs him.
And we're going to go into combat. The wolf appears just as you are chanting. The energy just, it's instantaneous and it's just there. Who got enlarged?
I did.
And the wolf looks like he's enjoying a Baja Blast.
I mean, if Mountain Dew will sponsor us or Taco Bell, I'll let him enjoy Baja Blast. Okay. And we roll all. It is Kreezor's turn.
Alright.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
going to
get
be.
Hunter's mark.
Thank you. You already have concentration up, so that's being tracked properly. That's good.
Alright. And then I would like to longbow him. Because. Oh, shit. If I Hunter's marked, does that reveal where I am? Do
Is
I
it
get
verbal?
advantage on this still?
It is verbal.
Yes.
And the
Eh.
yeah, because I would say it for other verbal spells, and because sorcerer has the the subtle casting, like yes,
Yeah.
verbal does make you. It would set up sorcerer to yeah. No, I would say it would.
Okay.
You can not do the hunter's mark
Can-
if you want to,
yeah,
knowing
can
that
I-
would
can
give
I
you away, and just keep the
Yeah, I
advantage,
would
not
like to take the
D6.
advantage then.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right, see, I was
That's gonna
going to go
hit.
the other way.
Boop.
9
And then
damage.
I
Ambush
would
her?
love to dread ambush him. And
Now you could bonus action Hunter's Mark him.
Yeah, you could at the end set up for next turn. Because he definitely knows
Well,
where
it's
you
actually-
are now.
yeah, I was like,
Or
do
you
I
could
want
do something with your
to?
shot too. You have the ability to.
Yeah, I was looking. I think I might want to try and do an ensnaring strike.
Sure.
And
What saves we got?
It's asking me if I want to save versus restrained. Oh, there we go. Cast spell.
Strength saving throw. Oop. Sorry, that was private. He does succeed.
You know, I tried. Cool. Well, since he knows where I am, and it's first round.
Oh, he also has
I'm
an
gonna-
advantage because he is large. They have that in his
Oh.
just for next time. I didn't give him advantage, but
I'm gonna go hide behind an
a
off.
giant Anam.
Yeah.
Well, there's also a giant rock here too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like tap a nom on the shoulder as I run through and just be like, "You're up."
Sure.
Can he see me?
He can just barely see you.
Can I throw a knife at him from my current position?
Yeah. I don't see why not.
Great. I'm gonna bonus action steady aim.
The rock's not doing a ton to hide you in the first place. You were trying to hide though you were enlarged. It doesn't like. Sadly, the enlarged
Thank
kind of threw off your
Christ.
hide. That hits for sure. With sneak attack.
And enlarge.
Yes. Roll that d4. That'll hit. Okay, would you like
God
to move?
damn
you
it.
can't steady aim. I always forget.
At
So,
Second attack though.
least I hit. No, I
he
bonus
steady
action steady aimed.
Yeah.
So I can get advantage. If he couldn't
wanted to
see
get
me, I
sneak attack.
wouldn't have had to have done that. But
yeah.
I wanted to get sneak attack because I have to take my damage when I can because I hit so infrequently.
Yep, that's fair.
His turn. He's going to go
It's
for the
also
closest
faxed.
target. He's going to
Oh,
do a multi-attack. One bite. He's going to miss the second bite. He's also
He did
going to
miss the
miss.
second
This is what happened last time. Is he
I was gonna
always
say
missed.
he's historically had a
He has
bad
had a
time.
really bad time. Okay.
Do we remember what he was weak to?
Did he
He
have
had
or at least
nothing he was
strong
weak
against?
to. He had nothing he was strong against or weak to. He was neutral.
All right,
He's just a wolf.
With an unhinged jaw.
and other unhinged things.
Like his demeanor.
what?
What?
I'm not doing that. I think I'm just gonna make the
It's
bad
that Bo
choice.
Wolf. That was the thing.
That's right. I
Right.
forgot about that.
Right,
Like this
right.
wolf.
It's awful. It's awful, is what it is. I'm gonna scorching ray him,
Ooh.
and I regret it every time. Right, that's one of the reasons I regret it. Okay, so what
It's-
I'm going to do is I'm gonna cast firebolt several times.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the best way.
Scorching
to-
Ray is one of the worst spells to cast.
And then we'll roll the d6 of how much you would hit.
How many do you hurl? 3. Okay.
Yeah, so you'd roll it. You cast Firebolt. You'd attack 3 times.
1,
That does hit.
2.
That does not hit.
Hit so.
You only have ever hit
Firebolt.
once on any of your Scorching.
yeah.
Firebolt. Scorching ray is a stupid spell. I hate it. I'm going to unequip this bad boy for something better. Anywho,
So
what
it's
is it?
2d6. Just a
I
flat.
can't believe I
2d6.
just spent a spell slot on
A
2d6.
level 2 spell slot. Scorching Ray.
I
little bit
just
above average.
spent a level 2 spell slot to do roughly firebolt damage.
Yeah.
Except firebolt still hits when I miss.
Right, because of the cantrip.
Yes.
Okay. Would you like to move at all?
Oh, I'm going to walk at a wizard's pace and go right there. But I
I'm
want to
gonna
make
hide
it
behind
clear,
them.
my both hands are behind my back. I'm hunched over like an old dad at a thrift store, and I'm walking that way.
Since every round is 6 seconds, you walk a little bit faster than an old dad at a thrift store, but not that much faster. Because it would take you like 10 seconds to get over there, or more, if you were doing the full walk. Bricks.
And that is my turn.
As a
There's a
bonus
wolf
action,
that
I'm
can't
gonna
hit the
move.
broadside of the box. You're gonna what?
Yes.
move the
Now I'm
thing?
gonna try and hit him. Yeah, he's gonna
Ooh.
come right next to me. Within
gonna
5 feet of that enemy. So I have advantage on these attacks.
Ooh.
Mom needs every advantage, I guess.
That hits. Congrats.
Oh my god, Mom hit.
Mom hit.
8 damage. Bricks
That's it.
Is that the updated Mom?
That
It is
is.
the updated Mom. He does have the +6 as opposed to the one which used to be like a +1 because he's using wisdom for the attack.
Gotcha.
Plus, if he's sadly never been in a situation to use the like shotgun shatter because there's never been anything behind the target or around the target
Yeah.
because he has
Fair,
the ability
fair,
to shatter and do AOE damage.
Actually, I'm gonna move
Okay,
just right next.
whatever. Because then it's your turn, so you're gonna move there last turn, and then this turn you're starting right there.
That is gonna be the same thing, just an advantage attack.
Let's go. That does not hit. Hey, you got one. Anam first. I mean, I guess Brixham already went. Anam, do you want to switch with anyone else?
No, I'm good.
Okay. So then, Kreezor and Ripple, you can choose.
Ripple,
Kreezor
I'll
wants
let
to go.
you.
Oh, you'll let me? It
Yeah.
doesn't matter to me. Do you have... Wait, well, actually, let me ask you this. Are you going to make him do a saving throw?
No.
Then you can go first. Because I'll mind... I can cast Mind Sliver as a cantrip, and if it hits, he reduces his saving throws by 1d4. So, like, if you were going to do like another ensnaring strike, or something like that, it'd have a higher chance of hitting. But otherwise, I don't need to go first now.
All right. Hunter's mark.
He did it.
Do you have that pinned? Is that why that sounds the same every time?
No,
No,
I
I think
actually
you
just I literally shove my mic into my mouth and say it
Yeah.
like that every
I
No,
thought
it
you
sounds the same
recorded
every time.
yourself the first time and you just hit a button and it just says Hunter's Mark the
That'll
exact same
hit.
way.
Alright, this is with a not a tilde, a 1d6 from the Hunter's Mark. That
Nice.
is
He's blooded.
alright
No
on the
half.
damage. I would love to go ahead and use my last Dread Ambusher on this.
Let's go.
Because either we survive the night or your Gabagolia is still dead.
That is true.
That is
Yep.
true. Oh, hey. We have to move it all.
I'm gonna run back up here. He'll never know where I am.
His eyes follow you.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the wolf who cried boy. Turns out this spell's not automated either.
No, you
Looks
just
like we
to
have a
roll
squid row, eh?
3d4 if you're doing, or you're doing second level.
I don't have any second level spell slots
Okay,
left
so then
because
it's-
I burned mine on a scorching ray.
3d4 plus 3. Nice. I will minus that.
I rolled all the options other than 4.
It's
Your
true.
turn, Trebek.
A nom.
All right.
Are you gonna do the thing?
What are you talking about? I've already got Vex on him.
Oh, it's true. You don't have to worry about steady aim. That'll hit.
And yeah,
He is near death.
hit him with the follow-up, brother.
That'll
will, don't
hit.
worry.
See? It's coming around. When it needs to happen, it happens.
What goes around is all around.
He is still alive.
That's doubtful.
Bum out.
I kill him.
Okay. Would you like to move at all? You didn't steady aim, so you can move.
I don't know why you're laughing at me. He's dead.
You can't.
And
coming
Gabagulio
in.
with a
He
steel
climbs
chair
over-
from the
He's
bleachers.
so big, he just climbs over the rock. He doesn't even go around it. He's going to go. He's going to go for Brixham because he's a smaller target.
Right, but I heard him, so
I know. Okay, that'll hit.
First time for everything.
Right? So that's going to do
Yep.
that. And so that's going to do
That's
14 damage. And then you are also swallowed as it unhinges its jaw and gobbles you up. You are currently inside. You are restrained, deafened, and blind.
Why does this happen in every campaign?
Excuse me?
It's a giant wolf with an unhingeable jaw. Like,
Brixham, you weren't here for the purple worm incident of 2022 or
to
23
be
or
fair,
whatever
that
year
was
we started.
instantly negated by me allowing Sildar to command him to throw up, which technically shouldn't be possible.
but it was
I
really
mean,
cool.
but
It was
was
really
pretty
cool.
We all
It was
approve.
really cool. I approve of
Yeah,
that.
but also to his side, you got him back
Oh,
by
yeah, well,
removing
that's
his
terrible.
brain from his skull,
No.
That
was
is
a later
true.
episode, though. We'll just
and
put
we had
that
to
in.
burn a
You're not
diamond to
interested.
put it back in.
I
And
got
the second
swallowed by
attack.
Kirby.
That's
his-
true.
the
He did get
campaign
in the
previous to
campaign
this
that
one.
preceded this, the end of time. He did get swallowed by Kirby.
Oh, that's right.
That
Generation
campaign
from.
got unhinged.
horror.
Twice. I was take an attack against a knob, which is actually be with advantage because apparently when it's swallowing something, it gets advantage.
All right, that's offensive.
Just barely. Hits.
I'm going to defensive duelist, and it's not going to hit.
Nice. Okay. Let's see if we also get screwed by rerolled initiative again.
Pretty much,
Roll
yeah.
Whoa, what a
dexterity
surprise.
Check with me, unless Nam wants to switch and then roll.
I
it.
would like to switch with Kreezor in this situation. I feel like I have momentum.
Yeah,
Anam wants to
Cruiser's
switch
up.
with the
I'll
wolf.
allow it.
Anam wants to switch with the wolf.
I would
It
like to
has
switch with
be
the wolf,
willing.
yeah.
It has to be
Nah,
willing.
I'd like
and
to
the
switch with the
will
wolf.
Not be willing.
Dexterity check, you said?
Yes. As always, a dexterity check
Wow.
when a tie of initiative happens. Sure.
Fuck.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ. Okay, so it's gonna go.
I mean,
It's gonna
even
make-
if you didn't roll like shit, that's a hard roll to beat.
it's gonna make
Yeah.
2 more attacks with you against you with advantage.
My AC is 17 still.
Hold on, I just want to
still
say
17?
that for the
He would
record.
have beaten it.
That's fine.
What is a crit?
Oh,
Alright, it doesn't
Jesus
hit because I have
Christ.
17.
You do have uncanny dodge though, right? Or no?
No, I'm level 4, Michael.
that
You haven't given
5?
us any levels this campaign.
If we could get to level 5, Michael,
yeah.
how
At this point,
how
if
important
you
is
were
being
level
right
5,
to you,
you
Mike?
would have steamrolled this entire thing, and none of this would have happened.
That's correct.
That's why
This
we're
is-
arguing.
This is balanced.
I'm only lashing out because you're holding uncanny dodge.
And the second
my
one
face.
misses. Now Anam gets to try.
We could say
and-
he
Just
dangled
dangling
it in
it
your
in
face.
front of his face. Yeah.
I know. This was my fault. You are correct.
Oh, don't you have uncanny dodge?
Whoa!
That misses.
Fuck.
Just barely.
No!
What about
Crit, you're
that?
getting him back. Let's go.
Classic dodge this.
Your first
Bury this, you
attack.
filthy casual.
He watches your first attack go by, and while he's watching, you come around with the
24
other
damage?
blade.
Yeah, I
and you
did.
just kill him. He's just dead. I don't know why he's a big D20 symbol, but
Does
it's
he
fine.
drop anything before the time change?
No.
Hoping me.
Real dumb question because we didn't wait for that. Did that guy we beat drop anything before the time change?
You didn't.
We'll lose it
ask.
anyway.
You'd have to come back. Well, no, you.
No.
I mean, no, yeah, because it does
We will.
revert. Because of the healing potions, yeah, it would still.
Yeah,
be...
if I'm getting if we're getting healing potions
Yeah.
back, then we would lose those items.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Do I come out of
Once-
the wolf's mouth?
No.
again, you come out of the wolf's mouth. It throws
Oh.
you up. While it is doing the same thing it did last time, where it is throwing up this inky black void. Once again, you look at it and you seem
Gross.
entranced.
Family.
And once
Family.
again, just the strange
Covered it.
smell of stars. You can't understand
Family.
why it sounds like that as you chant family.
Family.
You all
Family.
go back a full
To
day.
family.
Once again, you
Family.
are in your rooms. at the
I don't think
inn,
you're.
at the Round Table Inn in Limgrave.
As I come to, I look at two of my brothers and I ask them, "Why do you have different last names than us?"
We were all adopted.
I'm aware.
You all can hit the long rest button as well.
Didn't we just take? You didn't take our family last name?
No.
Why?
I thought
I
our
didn't-
family last name was Twist Branch.
I didn't want to.
You were what? 2?
I'm going to assume we got a choice when we were a little bit older.
You did. Your parents gave you the choice. They weren't offended if
Also-
you didn't take it either.
Pardon
that's
me
why-
for waiting until I was 36 to realize you didn't take the family last name.
Maybe that's
This
my
is
middle
family
name.
last name.
You
I don't see it displayed anywhere.
also, real quick as an aside, what is our family last name?
Family.
Your family. Technically, it's
Family.
Lightbringer.
So that's why I
Ripple-
took this name.
Your father would have kept his last name, but he wanted to remain undercover more, so he actually took your mom's.
That's very progressive of him.
Yeah.
Well,
so
it was
instead he
also
took
to make sure you
hyphenated
didn't
birth.
get like hung.
No, it's very
and
progressive.
murdered by the people.
Just accept it.
But yeah, so you're in the Round Table Hold Inn. You are all in your bedrooms. I think you had 2 bedrooms for the night. And Gabagulio is alive.
I would like to stop there so that way next session
Sure.
Gabagulio can play waking up
Play-
from
yeah.
dying.
Yeah.
Do we have an ETA on Gabagulio? Because if he's like 10 minutes
I'll
out,
message him, but I'm pretty sure he's still doing his thing.
he was pretty with it like a half an hour ago.
Well, maybe he was still putting the kids to bed, and then he went to do the other stuff.
Has he considered also just like,
Not having children.
I was gonna say killing the kids, but that's also an option.
We can sit and chill out for a little bit. I just messaged him to see.
One
No
of those Trump warned 4th trimester abortions.
Yes. The 10th month abortion
Yeah.
that are happening all over the country.
Yeah.
Still, to this day.
Very common.
20
Fucking
to
Joe
30
Biden.
minutes out. Are we good to take a little break and wait till like 9:15?
Yeah, go feed your cat.
Oh, I can,
Keegan
I can
poop.
shoot the shit for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy day.
Keegan, I'm arguing at the permitting office. I'm following in your footsteps.
Oh, good, because they suck dick.
They do suck dick.
Would you like me to mute the stream, or do you not care?
I don't care.
Okay.
If anyone from the permitting office is watching
Follow-
this,
They're cooler
Then-
than I think they are.
but also they should know that their office is really frustrating to deal with and should feel bad about that.
They're bad and they should feel bad.
And maybe change their ways. Why are you arguing with them?
I'm going to paste it to general.
That's just a picture of your balls.
I didn't say I was going to post a good example of why I don't like them.
That's fair.
So it's in reverse order, but the bottom one is what I posted. The top is their rebuttal, which is not in the definition of the exemption.
Installation of the pergola is a change in height.
That's not even listed in the zoning as a valid reason for a zoning permit.
A change in height of what?
That's what I'm saying. So that was what they responded to me posting that I'm exempt because I'm in residential light, and I'm doing an exterior modification with that doesn't need design review, and is not increasing my lot coverage, increasing my habitable living space, or changing my setbacks, building footprints, or like adding additional stories.
do you not need a zoning permit but a building permit? Like, are they confused? Do you need
No,
one and not the other?
I actually don't need either, which is amazing if they accept it. So I'm fighting this one first, but my project costs less than $1,000. I don't need a building permit.
Okay, I'll be right back.
I've been doing nothing but reading through codes and ordinances this weekend. But the zoning permit is like the zoning office and the trades division are completely separate. So we're just on the first part.
Yeah.
And this guy, like, that is a clear that is a very clear exemption, I feel. And I sent him the Burlington ordinance exemption, which exempts me from a zoning ordinance. And he listed something that is not in the exemption. It doesn't matter. It could be 100 feet tall and it doesn't matter.
I would be like, what am I changing in height?
Oh no, I sent him this.
Picture of your balls?
If you're not careful, you're gonna get a picture of my balls.
You know, don't tempt me. You're defining the story of a house to him? Jesus Christ.
It's they have the definition of a story in the Burlington City ordinances. It's the very end. I went to the definitions and just copied and pasted the definition of the story. If they're gonna quote ordinance to me, I'm just gonna quote it back. Like they're wrong.
Does not include uninsulated porch. Yeah, no, you are.
I don't need a zoning permit. They're wrong.
Yeah.
The
problem is you have already accidentally engaged them, and now they are just being dicks. I would literally forward this entire conversation to Sarah Carpenter.
That's my next move. So if they
and
come
just
back
be like, Sarah, what the fuck?
I don't even need to be what the fuck. Sarah Carpenter's my neighbor.
Oh shit! I didn't know.
She lived in my neighborhood. We accepted the neighborhood spirit award together at the bank for the marathon party.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. So.
And she's on the city ordinance board.
Oh, good lord. Yeah. So she is. I would see what he responds with, and then just.
But yet, no, I'm giving them the benefit. They're not going to respond to me tomorrow because it's a city holiday. But I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to wait until they respond again, saying yes, you need one, and then I'm just going to go talk to my city councilor and being like, what part of this are we not? Am I not understanding that I'm not exempt? Like,
I like the way the city operates, where it's just like because we say so.
So the permitting office is different than the other offices. They're awful. They're terrible to other city departments.
Yeah. Currently trying to tape a little piece of cardboard
to your nuts.
onto my AC unit so that it doesn't blow directly into my back. Like, I just need to divert that air like an additional 3 inches. It like hits my back, rolls down, and then freezes my toes. So like, it's working great. I love it. A+, would buy another one of these ACs. Is cold as fuck.
I'm here for it.
I love, like, just finding on their website what you need a permit for is a pain in the butt.
They deliberately don't list the exceptions on there. I had to go specifically into the ordinances thing.
Yeah.
So the fun part is I got paid to read through all the Burlington City ordinances because the permitting division is being a dick to Burlington Electric. And I already had the permitting rage in my brain, so I volunteered to read through it to help the department out, and they're just being dicks.
Yeah. It's every time I've interacted with them, it has been a very awkward, like, power tripping where they're like, well, we're going to interpret it this way. And I'm like, but that's not what the literal letter of the zoning or the permitting, like, thing says. And they're like, well, I choose to interpret it differently. And it's like, you can't interpret 48 inches differently than 36 inches. Like, that is literally just making up rules to have a fucking pissing match, guy.
Yeah. I have learned my lesson, and I'm not going to get a permit for anything ever again.
Yeah, that's every time anyone in this town interacts with them.
Yep. I did learn that you do have to do a full site plan of your house every time you pull a zoning permit, regardless.
Yes.
That was what I was fighting originally because I didn't understand why I needed one for such a small project, and it seems really stupid.
It sounds stupid.
Like, why do you need any information about the front of my house when I'm working in my backyard on a small thing?
You don't.
I actually
Really?
genuinely can't figure out how to get to the same PDF for zoning ordinances.
That I pulled that from?
Yeah.
So they hide it a little bit. You got to do Google City of Burlington zoning ordinances.
Yeah, so I landed on, like, the .gov/zoning ordinance. And there's a list of PDFs.
Those are the list of the sections. So go to section that is in section 3.
Why can't you just download this all as one single document?
I don't know. But if you go to section 3, it's really early on. It's like the 3rd or 4th page. It says exemptions. And the very first exemption is literally my use case.
I mean, in exterior work, they do list anything that would alter trim on the outside of your house requires a zoning permit because they are apparently a little overreachy.
That's fine. You and I are still exempt because we are in low residential zoning. So you're reading the exterior work when it is required. Scroll down to section C.
Yep.
And the very first thing is exterior modifications to a single family dwelling in a non-design review portion of the residential zoning district lawfully and we're not historic. That's what the next part means.
Yep.
It means that we don't have to apply for a permit for exterior modifications as long as they don't increase your impermeable surface area, which is lot coverage. They don't change your habitable living space. They don't there's no changes in setbacks or building footprints. And we're not adding additional structure stories to our house, and it's not special flood shit. So changing the trim on your house does not require a zoning permit because you're in residential light and it's not doing any of those things.
Yeah, there would definitely argue with me about whether or not the exemption applies to replacing my deck.
Your deck already existed. You're not increasing your lot coverage. You're not changing your habitable space, and you're not changing your setback. Furthermore, maintenance or repair of any exterior architectural feature or its replacement in kind, which does not involve a change in location, design, material, or outward appearance, does not need a thing.
Yeah, the change in material though, they might be like, oh, I don't know, you'd put different decking boards on.
You can say they're just decking boards. They were decking boards, and they are decking boards.
Yeah.
But also, you fixing your deck counts as number one, exterior modification to a single family dwelling, where you've done none of those things.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
So you don't even need to do the other thing. My last ace in the hole, and this is a far-reaching ace in the hole, is if I've contacted like Sarah Carpenter, I've yelled at everybody I can yell at. The last thing is, if you go to section 12, children's play structures don't need zoning. I'm going to put a slide and a swing on it.
Oh my god, I love that. I love that. Literally throw 2 fucking pieces of rope over at a board and be like, children's play structure, delete any of this. Dude, that is diabolically brilliant.
They can go fuck themselves. This is such horseshit.
The just change in height. I like.
It doesn't list height in here anywhere.
Is the word height actually? The word height is not even in this document.
No.
Type it in.
Elevation.
The thing I sent him was directly out of the city ordinances. It doesn't say height anywhere in here.
So the funny part is, they forced me to take out a zoning permit for my siding, and I actually should not have had to.
So here's what I would like to argue later when I'm not actually arguing over a project: is we should go to the city council and say that the zoning commission is erroneously charging citizens for zoning permits for work that they know is exempt from zoning permits.
Yeah. I genuinely wonder. I genuinely wonder about the lost revenue opportunity in this town where literally everyone will not pull a permit to do any work because they are afraid to deal with the bureaucratic shitstorm that is our town government.
What's sad is I've heard it's actually better than it used to be. Like, they went through and streamlined it a little.
I mean, they bought a new fucking website to do it.
Yeah.
So, yes. That didn't stop me from having to pull, I asked for my electrical inspection, and I was told, oh yeah, 3 weeks or something, or 4 weeks. And I wrote back and I was like, that doesn't fly. I have insulation coming in a week to spray foam everything. And I was like, and I have drywall scheduled the week after that. And I got told, well, cool, I'll force you to rip it all out. And then I sent him the piece of the ICB code that literally says, if an inspector is unwilling to show up within 2 days of notice, the need for an inspection is waived.
Did he show up in 2 days?
Homeboy showed up that afternoon. All pissy. All pissy.
Significant risk to continuing to be in the party with us, and everyone ignored me.
I'm amazed. I don't know. I'm amazed that these people just don't get beat up or something. Like, You're fucking with people's houses so badly.
Every time we meet them, and then
They think that they are saving the planet.
Necessarily murder them, but yeah, that's kind of how it works. And
It would. I would be more on their side if I hadn't rented shitty Burlington apartments before, and every
Yeah.
one of them is full of lead. Every one of them is under insulated. All of them have no grounded outlets with shitty knob like tube, like those shitty fucking screw tube fucking fuses instead of real breakers. They're all just, they all fucking creak and they have no soundproofing. They're all just bad. Like how is our living cost that expensive and that bad, while zoning and permitting are also fucking diligently being dicks and making you do over the top shit. Like, we're getting fucked on both ends of this deal.
Young man.
I've never been called man before. I'm sorry. Hold on. Oh, boy. You have blessed me, sir.
Well, they also did just find another $2 million in
With all good
They
fucked up.
revenue. Yeah.
That was, I mean, to be fair, that was not their department.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yes,
you guys killed me.
No,
No, no,
mine
I-
got better.
Look,
You got
I want to
better.
be. I want to be honest. I had nothing to do with either trying to save your life or killing you. Mike
Technically,
killed you, and
technically
Nom
you killed
chose
you.
to make sure that you were dead.
Technically, you killed you.
you died at the final hour. If
You
Kreezor got to go one more time, or literally anybody got to go one more time.
Rerolled initiative
Yeah,
killed you. That's actually
I,
11% what happened.
you know, I'd like to appeal to the rules and just say that does rerolled initiative really count outside of combat?
You were still in combat.
It does.
Until
it
you guys
does.
become conscious, as far as I am concerned, you are in combat.
We're in turn order.
You're in combat.
Semantics.
Yeah, I think if it hadn't re-rolled, everybody would have been fine. It was the fact that the re-roll placed both of our unconscious people at the top of initiative.
Yeah.
That's where we want to be. Right at the top. Every
Could I
Roll
actually
one.
argue that they cannot possibly roll higher than a 1 if they're unconscious?
No, because death is random sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I
it
don't
can
think
come on
death
quick,
random.
sometimes it can come on slow.
Sometimes your
I
heart
think
attack
Death doesn't
happens
like
before.
Gabagulio.
Apparently.
I don't blame him. I'm going to put him out of business.
Mike's
Okay.
gonna wake up to dead things on his porch.
I can't believe that I killed you while you were in here. I was actually very sad about that. And happy that I had
I mean-
the mechanic to bring you back.
At least they resurrected me.
Right.
It wasn't even a question if we were going to do it.
I mean, it
I
was
mean,
a question. If we had
that
gotten
you-
level 5, we might not.
Yeah, because
I mean-
technically you don't
I
go
mean, the
level
fact
5
that
now.
you. Not the fact that you tried. I figured you'd try. The fact that you succeeded to kill the wolf a man down. Good job.
Honestly, he wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it didn't seem that bad. I looked away for a second and it was dead.
I know, right?
I
don't know why
do
we
now
ran away from
know. I do now know that I will never use Scorching Ray ever again.
It's a pretty dog shit spell.
It's
See, you know what gave me false hopes was Frank's character in Icewind Dale
Yeah.
absolutely ran train with Scorching Ray.
Yeah, in the ice campaign, yeah.
yeah.
To be fair,
My-
it wasn't like vulnerabilities to fire. He just hit with it.
I
He
just hit with my
it, and
attacks,
It doesn't
yeah.
happen. Scorching Ray
It
normally
just
misses.
seems right though.
The,
Fire
the
melts
thing that
ice.
makes me sad with casters is they don't have like pluses to minimum damage. So like
That's not
Oh,
true.
The range just gets bigger.
It
That's
depends
not
on
true.
the
I get to
caster,
add my
technically.
charisma to
Yeah.
Eldritch
Yeah.
Blast.
A silver piece, and he gives you whatever. You don't know if he has bacon or beef.
Did I cast any
rat.
spells before I died, or did I just like
Because they might not
eat
fit.
the carpet like immediately?
Pretty much got
You-
destroyed.
You went.
you did
went
wake
down-
up for about 4
Yeah.
seconds.
You got hit. You got hit. Lost Witch's Bolt. Missed your attack. Got dropped. Brixham brought you back up. You got dropped a second time.
And then you
I don't know if Brixham. I don't know if Brixham brought you up a third time or
He-
not.
Oh, I
No,
was
'cause he
down,
brought
but
Ripple up once, and then Gabagulio up once, and then
No,
Brixham ended up getting downed with a cone.
okay, not gonna lie. It sounds like there was absolutely nothing I could have done differently that would have changed that. So
It
it
was
sounds like I really
unfortunate.
missed nothing.
We were talking about how the two of you, Ripple and you, got Madness, so you could only bonus action or move
yeah.
in a perfect cone formation. So it made the most sense for him to keep on trying to hit the two of you.
No, it
And
does. It really
the one
does.
time that it was a split decision, I rolled a D2, and it rolled for you guys as opposed to the other two it could have hit.
Yeah, I saw that. You rolled a 1.
Yep, it's a 1 and a 2. Well, 1 was north, 2 was south, and you
That's
guys
the way
were
I would
north.
have done it too, because up
Yeah.
comes first. Yeah.
Keegan, question for you when you played a wizard.
Yeah.
What was that reaction spell that you used to have that would increase, like give you +5 to saving throws?
What?
That was a class ability called
Oh.
Spark of Genius.
That
That
was
was
Artificer.
that was Artificer.
I didn't know that was an artificer thing. I assumed you
Yep.
had it because of wizard.
No, that
No,
was after you
I
switched to
ended-
Artificer.
I
Is that
pussied
the only
out
good thing in
and-
artificer?
No, I mean, they can do cool stuff. There's currently no Artificer in 2024. They're still working on that.
Artificer was always like either super OP or just sort of broken.
So I feel like artificer would be really good in this campaign because Mike made proficiencies work.
As long as you have
toolkits
Tinker's
work well.
tools, you can use the things with the
Yeah.
Tinker's tools. You don't have to be
The-
Artificer.
The problem with Artificer is it can't be good on its own and good at helping everybody else, but it wants to be a good caster that helps everybody else, so it's just really hard to balance it.
It's I've seen Artificer. The very first campaign I run, we had Artificer and also a Wild Magic Sorcerer. So you could bend luck and Spark of Genius, and no saving throw has
Yeah.
ever failed if the two of. And we saw. Did we have a Bard? No, it was Bard. So we had a Bard and a Wild Magic Sorcerer. So nothing felt like it ever could fail.
Yeah,
a
and then
save.
someone probably takes lucky, and then they get like advantage on the saving
Sure.
throw. That
It was crazy. But yeah, so here we are. You guys all wake up in round table. Gabagulio breathes for the first time in minutes.
Brother!
he's
You're
back.
Yeah.
The entire family surrounds Gabagulio, puts him up on their shoulders, yet chanting Gabagulio and throwing him up in the air.
Does that happen? Does everyone consent?
No.
I consent.
Everyone but Anam does that.
Whoa.
There you
I'm
go.
also willing to fail a strength saving roll to see if we drop him.
No, I'll give it to him because he just died.
Then he goes unconscious, and then he rolls 3 death saves again.
Summon the wolf. We're going back another day.
I don't even know why you guys are so excited. Because I assume, from my perspective, I just woke up for the day that we were going to fight that boss that killed me.
No, you like you remember dying and then coming back.
Whoa.
Like when you breathed in that first, you were like,
Okay. That was
Gabagulio would hug you, but the game is paused.
we can just say you hugged him.
I
That's fine.
We
pinched
can't. I
myself.
can't move.
I pinched myself a bit. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm back. Thanks. You guys must have killed the Chrono Wolf.
We
You
may
guys
have.
get a level without me?
No.
No.
We are all now level 5 heroes.
Yeah, we're
But the
all
true
now-
reward is having you back.
It was
I'm going-
officially decided that if you go back a day, you lose the XP you would have gotten from that day.
I don't think that's true. You
Guys,
gave us the
what do
XP last time, but I was trying to make a deception roll telling him that we're level 5.
Why do I feel like I'm level 3 now?
No.
I lost a level for dying, and then I went back in time.
2 levels.
Okay. So It's the start of the day. Dorban, is it Dorban? I mean, let me remind myself of her name.
Norgan.
Rubia.
Jorgens.
Rubia Nash is still there at the end. The person that's that you literally Gigano. Sorry, words.
Gigano!
Oh, that's right. The girl's back.
Person that was that wanted to repent. She's still currently in her catatonic state. Not catatonic, but like in her like barely can understand what she did. You haven't gone through the paces of making her. And
So-
we can skip forward little bits and pieces to go to a point like you
I
don't need
re-roll
to.
that to see if I can, make her an acolyte.
Sure, or you can re-roll major checks like that. It's another
Is
day.
there
What?
So what is it? It's
You also
Is there
are
any,
down
like-
2 healing potions because Brixham made 2 today, unless he wants to go and do that again, which you can just say you do.
yes.
is there any like visual changes because I died? Like, do I have any like a random
No, there is
injury
nothing
that's
visual.
visible, or do I look the same as I did before?
You look the same, except you're alive and breathing.
Okay.
You feel like you're making more progress than you did last time, but she still is not a convert.
One of these days.
Summon the wolf.
So guys, I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel like there's anything I could have done differently to not die, so I don't really know where this leaves us.
Oh, well, this time we know he's there. So before we touch the fingered hand, we spread out. We don't stay in a circular area. And
that's a good
maybe we
idea.
heal before we walk in the room. Also,
I'm not-
I do
Listen.
agree. Maybe this time I won't so enthusiastically talk to the cultists. I thought they were just genuinely lost good guys.
I
They
forgot
look like
about
the
that.
people in the other room, for
It
Christ's
did
sake.
start out that way. Ripple just walked
I-
up to him.
I forgot you got cozy with the cultists. Yeah.
Just the first two.
Just yeah.
Could we
As
make
far as
gold?
what?
Like instead of like a
You-
fire salve for
so-
a weapon, we make
so-
a cold.
You have your tablets that can make something into cold, and you do have oils. You could look for ways. You can make a roll with a alchemy or a poisoner kit to see if you can test out a way to make cold oil, frost oil.
Yeah, I'll try that.
I don't know if I had full hit die. For all intents
I
and
got a
purposes.
21 on my alchemist supply kit.
So you definitely know how to. Because we can still roll to see if you know as well, but Ripple can at least teach you in this if you need it. You can find the ingredients for a gold piece because they're a little bit rare, but you can spend a gold at one of the shops to make a frost oil. Now it is the oil version of it, so it is going to last for 4 rounds, but it will be
6 days.
1d4 damage. So
Did he take extra damage from cold, or did he?
It reduced
get him?
reduced
it
his
reduced
damage.
His damage.
you
Okay.
notice his flame got smaller and he hurt less.
Oh.
And as far as recapping the day, there really weren't, other than Brixham trying to convert, I don't remember there being any real major checks. We can just run back through that. You also can just go out. You can do the classic RPG get the quest item before you ask about the quest, if you want to do that as well.
Yeah, let's go do it.
Oh yeah.
We know what
maybe
it
there's
is. Let's just go ahead. Let's go head back to Brixham's tunnel. Brixham's
there's like
hole.
Maybe there's a glitch.
You're
I still
gonna
want
go
to give that
scope
guy
out
money
Brixham's
before
hole
we
again?
go, though. I'm gonna run down the alley, give that guy money so he doesn't get the mystery bag meat, and then we'll go.
Yes, that works, because that was one of the things you did in order also to find where it was. Though you know where it is, you're able to give him the gold so he doesn't get the mystery bag meat again. That's actually funny. I was just rewatching a little bit, and that's the one part I stopped at, is where you gave him the gold. Okay. So you're able to do that, and you're also able to quickly gather supplies for the healing potion and make, with those alchemist supplies checks, you would spend a gold and you'd be able to make 2 frost oils. which can be coated. Now tablets, I think you have someone that has a carpenter's kit.
Yes, I do.
Is what would be used for a nom if you didn't want to do psychic damage, but you might already have enough people that do stuff with oils. But just in the future, just so I don't want a nom to feel like it's useless if something's resistant to psychic damage, tablets are what work with class abilities like that.
Oh, yeah, we had that. We had a fire one, I think.
You have a fire tablet still from the Belmonts way
Yeah.
back in the day.
How was farmers and foragers?
It was great, thanks.
Is my thing still going? It is notified.
Okay.
What's really annoying about this headset is it gives me the beep that I've turned off the mic.
But you haven't actually turned it off?
Apparently not.
I was trying to figure out if I could. Well, yeah, I could actually. I could offhand a dagger and mainhand
You can do that too.
a psychic blade.
Sure. If you want to do
I just
frost
wouldn't-
damage.
I just wouldn't be able to benefit from Vex beyond the second hit, and I wouldn't be able to utilize the light property on the dagger.
Yes.
Ooh.
I don't think the light property is the thing. I think dagger has nick, doesn't it?
Nick allows you to use the light property, but only if you are attacking with 2 light weapons. And
Is
the
the-
psionic
Technically,
blade is
light
not
weapon.
light. It's just a simple melee. Finesse thrown.
The tablet would change both. It would just change your psychic dagger. So it would just be that damage. Both
Right, but I don't want
hits.
to change my damage to fire. That seems like...
You could do that to fire too.
Ice.
Well, I
Ice.
don't think you would do that. But if you someone could make a cold tablet. So essentially, Kreezor would have to buy the wood for it, which would cost 5 silver, and then
Damn,
request
you're
an
getting a
extra
mahogany
check to do it.
tablet.
6 silver?
If you wanted to go down that route. You do know that
Can
all this
I,
is reduce the damage to a certain floor level, some form of base damage.
So, who else can use the oil? Because, like, playing devil's advocate here, I don't know
Technically-
that there's any reason to give 2 people frost damage for that fight, because it'll it's not going to doubly stop them from healing, right?
Brixum can use an oil.
And
Kreezor
Gabrielio,
can
I think
use
you
an
can
oil.
too, because your spatula. Yeah.
Correct. I just never typically attack with the weapon, but I could.
Right. I mean, Kreezor would
Um,
be able to get out. I think I said 10 arrows, because you're dropping
Yeah.
a little drop on each one. So we could.
Yeah,
do a
Cruiser
like,
Brixum would probably make the most sense. Then we have
Oh,
2
yeah.
people that have frost on demand, and that should be enough
plus
to
ripple if you
keep
wanted
him.
to cast
And-
something frost, so you have the ability. To,
Right.
That's 3.
I guess my point is we only have to hit him once per round with frost, and then after that, extra frost doesn't necessarily help. So like it's
We
not
don't.
like
We don't know that.
You saw him get his damage reduced twice. It actually did go down twice. You don't know
It
if it's like
stacked?
only once per round that it stacks an extra time. It might just be you could go in and do, a certain amount of hits, get him to his base level of damage right away. Or it might be, because you're not 100% sure whether it takes a round to stack, or whether it's instantly it would stack the more frost damage done. But you did notice it got reduced
Oh.
twice, like to a total of twice.
But also, I do agree that if Brixum and Kreezor are using it, I don't think I need to switch to daggers. I think I can just stick with the psionic blades.
Yeah, I think
The
you do
psychic
more
blade, sorry.
output with
Through the
what you're doing.
tunnels.
Can I change a spell?
Yes.
I yearn for the tunnels.
I will let anyone change a spell.
All right.
Except
Who adds
for-
lesser restoration for me?
Power word kill it is.
Mike, can you swap out snare for fireball?
No. Okay. Now no one can change a spell. Sorry, Nick.
Damn.
No.
I'd like
Um,
to swap out Hellish Rebuke
can we
with
long
Cone of
rest?
Fold.
No, just no.
Hey,
one
y'all
can change a spell
remember
ever.
that campaign where Mike gave me cold immunity, and then I didn't get hit with a single cold thing?
Hey, I
for
didn't
the
write
rest
that.
of
You can't get mad at me for that.
God,
I can get
that
mad at
was
you for anything I
so
want.
rude.
Oh yeah, would we be in a long rested state?
That,
you just long rested.
Yeah,
was-
we just woke
You
up.
did
Well,
long
we
rest.
didn't. We went back in time.
Well, right, but it was
Yeah.
you're waking up as to a point where you had just long
Okay.
rest. So you do actually feel
Okay,
that
great.
like because you got everything back. I long rested everyone. I already got Gulio already. I think everyone else already hit the button. So
Okay, cool.
you're in it.
Well, I did it again,
Sure.
Another one.
Another one.
and I'll
Family.
keep doing it.
And we're gonna go even further.
Why people just hitting so many long rests? I think
You guys are gonna really like my level 6, and you're gonna really not like my level 5.
Oh yeah.
5's not going to be Fireball. That's what I'm calling it right now. That's why you're not going to like it.
No, level 5 is Fireball, and that's why they're not gonna like it.
Oh.
Level 6 is where they don't get hurt by my Fireball.
That's right. You went evocation, right?
Yeah, it
So
just
you
seemed
get to
like
really
the
just
way.
sculpt. Yeah. Okay. So you head out earlier than the day before. You did a couple of things quickly around town. You have 2 frost oils, and also the
2
healing
extra
potions
gold
you
because we
ended up
didn't pay
remaking.
that hobo.
Didn't wait.
No, I
what?
still did that.
He did. He said he did. He said he specifically wanted to.
Yeah, he did.
You went out and got re-robbed?
No,
You did.
I'm helping someone in need. Ripple.
I'm helping.
Yeah, not the guy you helped, the guy who robbed us that you paid him anyway.
And also you didn't.
Oh,
have
that guy. No, I didn't. Yeah, I don't remember that guy.
You also didn't run into the person from the Thieves Guild that you almost beat up as well.
That
No one
guy.
even
That
tried to
was-
steal
that
that
was who
gold.
we-
That's what
that was the
happened.
guy.
That never happened.
Yeah, so that we never paid him.
Correct.
Mhm.
And yeah, you head out east way earlier than the previous day.
We probably get there in better time too, because we know how to walk right there.
You do know how to walk right there.
Oh, that's great. We're gonna be on a different seed when we get into the room.
It's true.
That should help us.
I don't know. I'd have to actually restart the server for it to really be a different seed.
Okay, so
Restart the
I'm not
server.
going to.
Right.
We
So
died on
you
the last server.
all
The new
Are
server.
going
Killed
through the woods. This is much. This map is very. I'll transfer you over to the map real quick. It's not fully representative because I can't do dead woods in Dungeon Alchemist, but these are much more. These aren't as lush as they look like due to the Scarlet Rot Lake. In the distance, about. Can I get the measure tool?
Right here.
Ooh.
On
In
this
the
mushroom.
distance, about 140 feet, you see, since you have made such great time.
Did you say 140 feet because we can all shoot to 120?
No,
I
Yes.
can shoot to 160.
why can't I? You see the
Thanks.
person you've been chasing down in the distance.
Wait. No way.
You got here earlier. I've been tracking how far he is.
God damn.
And you see at this moment, before anyone has a chance to do anything, a arcane eye pop up on the back of his head and
I
dissipate.
put a hole in his ass.
And he instantly looks around. And just plants his staff in the ground and says, "You've made incredible time."
Surprise, motherfucker.
5 guys, motherfucker.
Suck eggs, cockbag.
I tried to think of something intimidating to say, and that's all I got.
It's not your fault. You are but a boy.
We've been waiting so long for this moment. I just figured we'd have time to think of something to say.
Quick.
No, it comes out of almost nowhere. Like, you weren't expecting this because what happened last
Yeah.
day, but you were this close. And he says those lines and you try and say something intimidating and he said, you don't want to. And he like starts to get ready just in case something comes his way to retaliate. And he says, you don't want to do that. You just want to let me leave.
I feel like if you're gonna say stuff like that, you should provide context clues, because I feel like we do want to do that. You tried to murder our mother,
You know nothing.
and in
about
one
what you
universe,
deal with.
oddly succeeded.
You don't think... Wait, he wasn't there. I've already died once. You don't think I'll die again?
Oh, I know.
wait, no, you shouldn't be promoting that.
You know the days
I mean,
when
it didn't.
reset again.
Wait, you know?
See, you know
Oh
nothing.
my
and
god,
you
he's the
walk
wolf.
in. No, he does not transform into the wolf.
I step 20 feet forward.
That's 15 feet in front of me.
He steps back a little bit, but he looks like more he is ready to, rather than teleport again, he looks like he's more ready to launch something back if necessary. He's slow. He's
Okay.
stepping back slower than you are moving forward.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what level does he look like?
I'm not going to tell you.
I mean, I had to try, right?
he looks at you and just says, as you get closer, you can keep following me. It is better to find out about the truth yourself, but I urge you do not want to start this.
We're not looking to start something. We're looking to end it.
You started this.
Yeah, you definitely started this.
You better
You better
explain.
Mama. It's time to atone.
Family.
You know what? You know what? You know what? You know
Family.
what? Touche. Why don't we all take a step back and enlarge in a
Family.
Okay, so as you cast enlarge, Ripple, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
Interesting.
Oh no,
So
he
much
cast
better.
counter poop yourself.
So you go to cast enlarge,
Bastard.
it gets wasted. You see his staff fly out. You take no damage from this, but you are instantly knocked prone and dazed. And he just yells back. And he just looks, sorry, he doesn't yell. He looks with a plain face. You obviously are not ready. He doesn't go into combat unless someone else says anything. But he just puts Ripple on his ass, dazed on the ground.
I don't expect to hit him, but I'm thinking of Eldritch Blast. It's just a cantrip. It's not
We can
gonna
go
kill
into
him.
combat. That's fine.
Well, I mean, he also just took out Ripple like in one shot, so
You notice that Ripple doesn't look any worse for wear. He just is currently in a state where he is moving much slower and also prone on the ground.
I still want him to actually explain.
Just keep following. It's
To
better
where?
that you see.
If we're following you somewhere, then you better just travel with us.
You don't want that. And he starts to step away, backing away faster at this point. Like he's now trying to make a little bit more distance. And this would be your last chance if you'd like to try to do anything else.
I'm assuming I can't because I'm prone and dazed.
Correct.
I'll try to Eldritch Blast him.
Sure.
Oh, I was kind of waiting for you to tell me why I couldn't. Okay.
Clearly,
How about a 20 to hit?
That'll hit.
we made a terrible mistake.
I'm
In our defense, he didn't do a very good job convincing us.
It's true.
I sat on the fence for a while too.
No, it's true. You had the time. Okay.
If you didn't, I was gonna put a warning shot between his legs.
You
Frank, if I
cast
punched you in the mouth and you asked why, and I said follow me and see, are you going to follow me and see, or are you going to try to hit me back?
If I went to go throw a dagger at him and the dagger was shattered out of my hand before I got it even released from my fingers, I probably wouldn't continue to poke the bear.
I'm so much cooler than Ripple though. That was never gonna happen to me.
We could be level 5 now with Gabagulio dead versus about to be TPK'd.
I mean, it sounded like Ripple would have done it if he was up.
I'm not down and out yet, you big bitch.
You do the hit.
I mean, somehow you're going before me.
And we would start combat there.
I
That would be
will
pretty
switch
good.
places with Gabagulio.
And you can, and sure, and it is one of those things where you can always back out.
Wait, always?
You can always try and run. I mean, he doesn't look
We
like he
as
wants
a
to
family,
pursue.
we as a
Guys.
family summon the wolf.
No, we
You
don't.
could. You could.
Does it have to be?
No,
all,
he
do all of
knows-
us have to agree?
Yes,
It's fine.
everyone
You
has
have
to
to get
agree. That
family.
is
I'm
the number
kidding.
one thing.
I
Everyone has to
I
agree.
I do not want to summon the wolf round
Because you
one
also
of
know he
combat.
knows about it and about the time resets.
So
And because he is also the wolf.
No.
can I ask?
hmm
The Eldritch Blast hit him, and he still is unharmed.
So, okay, let me actually... I forgot to apply
Is-
damage. It does look like it does less damage than you expected.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I was like, did he just completely shrug that off?
No. He took the 5 damage. He doesn't look like he's aggressive yet. He looks a little bit angrier. He is still... He slows down to once again try and keep pace. He was about to
All right.
speed up to walk away, but he is now trying to keep pace.
I am gonna zoom up to here and hold my action if he does anything aggressive.
I'm gonna have to kill this fucking wolf by myself. This is ridiculous.
I will fire, but I'm gonna say last chance to explain yourself.
And on his... Oh, sorry. He doesn't skip his turn. On his turn, he would say, just follow me to the dark zone, and you will understand. And he holds... You see him ready a spell, but doesn't use it. And it looks like it's an AoE. As the air around in his hand begins to become brittle.
It's gonna cast Malhoun's Meteor.
You don't see a meteor coming down from the skies, no. Okay.
No,
Well,
those
no
come
one's
from the
dragging.
ground. I said I'm switching places with Gabagulio, provided
did.
that he's willing.
Oh, you have to be willing. Sorry, that's right. Do you still want to be on 19, Gabagulio? I'll switch it back if you need to. Ooh.
Well, we
I don't
at
know
least
that I
did
wanna-
get
I-
one
I
additional
don't know
piece
that I
of
want to
information.
go. I don't know that I... No, I'm not willing.
Okay.
We did have it confirmed that he is going to the Dark Zone. I would like to...
I'm not making that decision.
You already did.
You
hit a wolf.
already did.
Yeah, but he's not... This hasn't gone anywhere yet. He's holding off. He's not doing it.
You can Gabagulio can go. You know he's ready to spell. You don't know what the conditions are for it to go off.
I know.
Well, no,
You know
he said he didn't
follow
want to-
me to the dark zone.
Yeah, no.
He said he,
I,
he
didn't
said
wanna
he didn't
switch.
want to switch positions with me. Yeah,
Right,
so
I
I'm stuck
unswitched
at-
it. Because, yeah, you're stuck at 17 now. It's got. I switched it before. You were 17 and he was 19. Oh, no, I was wrong.
No.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I was 19.
Okay.
I'm not
So I
making
didn't
that
switch.
decision.
What are you doing, Anam?
Oh, just being sad.
You can say anything you want. You can
Switch with Ripple. Make him decide.
switch with someone. It's
But you already decided. I don't know why you're acting like this. So
You did
someone
that.
else. You attacked
even-
him.
I didn't
But
even
then
cast
Krizor
an
didn't do anything.
I
you
didn't
can
even
cast
cast
an offensive spell. No,
No, Ripple
you
buffed
did
me.
use the second level spell slot though. In this
That's
case,
rude.
it eats it.
This is the bullshit part. Is now I just am down a second level spell.
Well, put you in your place.
I think we should seriously think this through and maybe not continue this fight. And I will.
Go hide.
Can I ready to run? Like, is that an option? I don't really know.
Why would you run? We
I will take
If,
some.
if Gabacoolio fucking attacks, you're gonna run.
But here's the thing: why would we run? This is the guy that we are hunting down. That we have the wanted poster for, who actually murdered our mom and then attempted to murder her once we reset the time. Our last memory of him was him stabbing our mother.
I think Anam
the
is
time
trying to
knife.
say the thought for running is to come back and try and fight him when you're more powerful. As he's not running because he doesn't think he wants to kill Malhoun.
Yeah,
He's
if I show up to a
running
fight
because-
with a pocket
He's
knife
running
and the
because
person
he's
across from me has an
thinking
AK-47, I'm probably not going to be like, "You killed my mother." I'm running at you.
He dazed you, and then he took half damage from me.
from a force.
And Michael was very clear that we should not be taking this fight.
I just wanted to hit him once, so the fact that he's willing to leave, I'm willing to back down.
So there are many reasons, both in game and metagaming, that I'm not willing to take this fight. So I'm going to take the dodge action.
I wouldn't do it based on me failing a saving throw. I did nothing but fail. I've done nothing but fail saving throws this entire campaign.
And you can make the decision when it's your turn, but I think Anam is in the like flight.
He also did that on a reaction from 120 feet away.
Wasn't it more than 120 feet away? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't counterspell. That was something completely different.
Like
Yeah,
that, whatever he did to you, I know you failed it, but whatever he did to you was busted.
Yeah, but none of you even know what counterspell is. We live in a world where magic is super rare.
Yeah, but this is stronger than.
You just saw him make a strong.
I just mean that you don't
form
have
of
any
counter.
context for you guys. Most of us don't have any context for what spells are.
I feel like everyone would have a base knowledge of like fireball, counterspell.
On an order of magnitude of
apparently the
0
wings
to
were,
ripple, he's approximately 35 ripples.
If magic is super rare to the point where wizards don't really exist, that probably wouldn't be common knowledge.
You probably wouldn't know counterspell. Everyone would know fireball. There's still no way, no matter how weak magic is, you would know fireball.
But you would be because you can see it and be like, oh, that's a fireball. Yes, that's. But yeah, the nuanced magic system, I don't think anybody would know. And
you have to remember that you do have 3 full magic casters in your party, though. Like Gabagulio and Brixham would understand magic in general. You're a rare party. You have 3 full magic, 1 half magic, and 1 person who uses psionic daggers. I think I can go with Kreezor and Anam not being familiar with counterspell, but I think Gabagulio and Brixham being full magic casters would understand the concept.
I can cast Hellish Rebuke and Firebolt.
So he does have spells.
Well, I do have some basic knowledge of spells.
Right.
Well, those are racial. Those are racial. I don't know if those went away with the thing.
No, I mean tieflings still were able to cast those. They're still spells though.
Yeah. But yes, there's a difference between something that you can innately do and something you had to study and learn.
I think it comes down to Ripple can do what
I
he'd like on his
believe we
turn,
are
but Anam is
significantly
in
outclassed, and
Correct.
so I'm reacting in
I'm
the way
okay
that
with
I
that.
feel.
I don't think that's against his character to be like, let's fight another day so we can take him out another time.
So I will be taking the dodge. Is that still a thing?
You can take the action, yeah. Disadvantage on attacks against you.
That probably doesn't do anything for me.
No.
Disadvantage
You can take a bonus action dodge.
because you're a rogue.
Hide with a bonus action of dodge.
Ripple, what would you like to do?
Well, first I'm gonna get up using half
So
my move.
you have dazed. You can either move, take an action, or a bonus action.
Well,
I'm gonna
so getting-
actually hold on.
Hold on.
sorry.
Hold on.
I'm gonna study.
Ooh,
I'm gonna take
he
the
can
study action
him.
and study his Arcana.
Okay. What does it take as far as?
It's an Arcana check.
So you have to do an Arcana check to see. Does it give a DC,
And I'm
or do I just have to kind of make one up on the fly?
You just kind of have to make one up on the fly.
That's fine.
Never mind.
You cannot tell.
Actually, no. You know what?
You know that it is.
Fuck.
You can't tell, but you don't consume the die because you failed. That's a good try.
Just going to.
I'm going to say you know it's at least above a 7. You know it's powerful, but you don't know how powerful and what magnitude it would be.
Okay. That's my turn.
Ripple.
My turn is standing up.
Okay.
Did you crush up your little monocle? Was it reading over 9,000?
Yes.
Okay.
No, 7. It was over 7.
And you, at the end of your turn, you are no longer dazed.
Huzzah.
So it is, sorry, Gabagulio's turn. It
I will-
looks like it did come down to you. No, no.
I'll ready an action that if he lets go of his spell, I'm gonna Phantasmal Force him.
Sure.
But that's all.
Wrexham.
Why should we follow you? She was like your sister. And then I'm gonna cast Aid. Well, I'm gonna move in closer.
You can cast 8. Okay, sure.
So Anam, Gabagulio, and Ripple. You get 5 max HP and 5 health.
Cool. So you're 8.
Edit. Gear.
And I
We'll
won't
see what he would
click
say.
to target you to do it because it seems to hurt you when I do that.
Yeah, I'm doing
it
it
does.
manually.
It does. It takes away 5 max HP instead. Okay. He has not had a chance to respond yet. We can, if no one wants to do anything aggressive, we can go down the order to him.
I
Is
would
that like a
like
ready
to ask.
action?
You
Or
should
okay.
switch with Ripple.
I would like to ask if when he attacked Mom, he knew that she would live.
He
Wait.
do an insight check to his answer.
Does he
Please,
know
Zork.
that we know that there's a timeline where he definitely killed her?
Okay, so he answers stone cold. What was your answer? Your question was, did he know your mom would live? And he answers stone cold no. And then he can't back away because this is his turn. So he did
Then
not know
why?
that she would live. They're back at you.
Everybody's de-escalating. He's not attack. Like, I'm not going to attack.
I didn't de-escalate. I was
I'm
unable
just
to do anything else.
confused.
You get the sense that like you can ask him a question, maybe do a check, you can study him and all that kind of stuff, or attack if you'd like. You get a sense that if you let him go without doing anything, he will be gone. He does have an access to a teleport, so you have a feeling that he will be off. So, with that in mind, you can still, you can go for another study if you want to Gabagulio can do something. You can ask him a question, and if he can, he'll respond. And if you want to insight check him, you can. But as long as no one takes an aggressive action, or, I mean, who knows? Maybe he'll still leave if you take an aggressive action. You know that he seems to be ready to leave. So, Anam and Gabagulio.
Go for it, Gabagulio.
He's doing the measurements.
By all means.
I just want to get. I'm still not close enough to hit him, but I'm close. How many? One more. We'll go full 30 feet forward, and we're gonna just ready the same thing as before.
Sure.
So that now, if he'd have to get closer to me for it to proc, and he'd have to cast his spell against us. So there's 2 conditions there, but that's it.
Anam. You can do the same thing you did last turn. See if you can get any more information on anything.
Sure.
With the 12,
Hold on.
you're able to tell. You don't have to use the die.
Oh,
The
okay.
12. I'm saying that 12 is fine. You're able to tell that he has a high-ish int, but he seems to be. That doesn't seem to be the basis of his spell casting.
Hmm.
You would say he's got big D energy, big druid energy. Yeah.
This seems to be a wise one.
Big druid energy.
There are 3 majors, so at this point it's either wise or charismatic. And now it's Ripple's turn.
5 feet shy. So I'm going to move here. Well, I'm gonna leave this up to fate. The good old-fashioned scorching ray, which we know never hits.
So before you do that, make a con save.
How come I always have to make a con
You're
save?
the one
Nobody
casting a
else.
spell.
Some
Nobody
cast
else
spell
has
earlier.
attacked.
Well, aid, but like
I enlarged.
yes, and enlarge can be considered some form of aggression for later turns.
What was the conditions of aid? What does aid give me?
Oh, actually, wait a minute. You are supposed to. I forgot a part of this. You're supposed to make a con save. It's a second level spell with disadvantage.
What does aid get me?
5 max HP.
Was there not a second part to that?
That's bless you're thinking of.
I am thinking of bless.
All right. Once again, the spell fizzles. You go down, prone, dazed.
God damn it!
Brixham. Once again, you see Rippled took no damage. Just his pride.
Can I help him get up?
Yep,
Can
you
I,
can help him get up. Sure. That would remove the prone condition. He just would still be dazed.
Why do I make that a disadvantage?
Mechanics.
And I just ask him again why we should follow him. The shadows. Shadowland.
Sure. And on his turn, as he is getting ready to teleport away, he would say to learn the truth. And then he would say there are bigger things at play and to learn the truth. And he teleports. Remember, you can do an Arcana check post to see if you understand what he's been doing to you in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I would do that. 20.
Okay. It seems to be he's exerting some form of power over you, and the fact that he has access to more powerful magic. He's using that exertion to force you to make a harder save.
Because he's actually your grandfather.
Shit.
We're not the same race.
The ultimate stop hitting yourself.
And here you are.
Well. Huh. I guess we should follow him.
We don't know where he teleported to. I'm going to
the
spend the
dark
next
zone.
however many minutes casting Identify on the magic he used to figure out where he went.
I thought it had to be cast on an object. Can you do it on a thing?
I'm just going to do it on the air, on the ground. I'm assuming there's some residual.
Oh, loud. It sounds cool. He went to the east, like he said. He's across. He teleported across the Scarlet Lake.
Damn. Across the whole lake?
Ripple
Yeah,
does an
basically.
exasperated sigh and say that he's across the lake already, so we'll have to continue on what we were doing.
Oh, you mean getting Gabagolio killed again?
Preferably not.
Hey, fate has changed. We found
It
a
has.
Malhoun this time.
Well, not just that. We know the area. We know who's down there. We know what they're
Also.
weak to.
Yes.
As they say on daytime TV, knowledge is power.
Did you say
Knowing's
that?
half the battle.
But power is responsibility.
Ooh.
Alright. So we're going spelunking?
So,
Back to the tunnel. I'm
You
going
are
to use
able
the
to-
pearl to get back one of my level 2s.
sure. You are able to go down that very long elevator again, down to the tunnels.
How long is aid?
8 hours.
Cool.
Yay!
It's 8 hours.
Uh-huh.
No.
No,
Yes.
he's got you there. The answer is
Have
no.
you have you considered no?
So here you
Wait.
are, back in the caves. You remember that they were some bad dudes. You also remember that the correct way is straight, a little bit to the left, and then around the curve to the right.
How do I feel entering this place again?
You feel a bit uneasy.
Yeah, I bet.
All right, Anam, Kreezor, you want to go sneak forward and kill these cultists, and we'll go deal with this big fire.
Yes.
Roll
I'm
stealth.
gonna wait here. I'm gonna wait here.
I will carapace and do it at advantage.
Sure.
Boom. All right.
So what's your... I mean, if you're going that high up, Ripple, you need to also roll.
Sorry,
Just
then
roll
I'm
the walls, but-
I'm not
Sure, you can go
going
behind the
any
wall,
further.
yeah. I know I took the walls
Yeah.
away to show you the look at it.
Yeah.
I can't. find it.
Ripple.
Boop.
I guess
I'm gonna give you
okay.
Blessing of the Trickster. Advantage on stealth checks.
Ooh.
To who?
So
Ripple.
Kreezor can get a shot off. Anam was a little bit louder than he wanted
Hold
to
on,
be.
I
and
was
he's
just
able to-
told I get advantage on stealth checks,
Yes,
so
you
I
can
will.
too. You can see whether you can get a shot off. Okay, yeah.
21.
So both Kreezor and Ripple can get a shot off before he even knows. But he's as he's turning to Anam, and apparently breaks him.
40
Not in
feet,
back,
huh?
just trying to be stealthy.
Oh sure.
What do I got?
That's a crit. He has to make an int save.
I don't know why I did that with a. Probably, yeah. But yes, an in save.
It's a 9. Roll your damage.
All right. And it takes minus 1d4 on its next saving throw before the end of my next
Ooh.
turn.
Okay. And with this, we shall enter combat. There's a button. Roll all. Okay, Anam, would you like to switch with anyone before we start? Or anyone like to switch with Anam? He's noticed, but he hasn't had a chance to say or do anything, and it looks like you can just beat the crap out of him before he can.
I
Yeah,
feel
no, I
bad that Anam didn't get anything off, so I'd let him swap.
I mean, if you want to.
You don't have to. It's up to you. Can you study aim from this range?
Yes,
Can you
60
still
feet.
hit? Okay. So, it's up to
All
you.
right, sure.
Okay.
I'm going to bonus action steady aim.
That hits. He is very close to dead.
Finish him.
It's Gabagulio's turn. That does
Ah.
not hit.
Mm,
It's a good try.
I hide behind Kreezor.
Sure. Kreezor or Ripple, you get to choose who wants to go.
you want me to put a hole in him?
It's up to you. I'll light him on fire if otherwise.
I'll go in for. I'll put the hole.
That does
Never
not
mind.
hit. Just barely misses.
Scatters down the fucking back of the hallway. Great.
Just a little. He gets a minus 1d4 on this dexterity saving throw.
This broke my character sheet.
Whoops.
He doesn't even need the minus 1d4. I'm sorry that somehow broke your character sheet.
It does 6.
He is just barely holding on.
I mean, it's
What's
fire. Does he like get real hot and horny and lay down in
Well,
it?
he also starts his turn in the fire, so if he does,
Yeah,
if
so he'd have to make it again. Oh no, ends their turn there. So you would still get a turn off. The first time on a turn. Oh no, first time on a turn. Moves into. Yeah. Toll the Dead, wisdom saving throw. That is a 17.
Half
So
as
this
much
is-
on a save, right?
No, he doesn't have the cantrip feat.
I thought. Oh, I just thought Toll the Dead
Maybe
got
that's-
that for some. No, that was the automation that made that. You're right. You're right.
Yeah. Okay. The creature must also make the saving throw when it moves into the bonfire space for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there. So because it's already
it's
in
fine.
there, it would then need to end its turn there, and then it would go off. Okay. So it's going to just be like, why don't you join us? And it's going to move 25 feet, 30
Did
feet.
you not appreciate the
It
fire?
is slowed.
Ooh, you are correct. Wait a minute. did you
Longbow
hit-
slow, baby.
You didn't
Did
hit
you hit
last
him?
time, but it's until the start of your next. Yeah, it's until the start of your next turn. You didn't hit him, so the slow would have gone away.
Oh,
I know.
He's here, and he's going
that's
to
real sad.
do these guys' signature move. I need
We're
everyone to make
really
a
bad at
dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, this is terrible. Like truly horrible. We've learned nothing.
Well, we did think that we were going to
learned
kill
it,
him, and
guys.
we
You thought
you were
almost
gonna-
did.
You
That
thought
is-
you
that
were
is
gonna kill
fair.
him. Everyone make a dexterity saving throw. It is fire damage, so I guess now I'm gonna take. Oh, and also you can shield master if you succeed, which you do succeed. So
That was 0.
And I didn't expect that 50% of our group wouldn't hit.
it's
I
That's
mean,
perfectly fair.
it's par for
Gabagulio.
course.
Yeah.
make a dexterity saving throw.
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay, so as of right now, Ripple and Kreezor fail. Ripple, Kreezor, Gabagulio fail. Brixham takes 0 damage because of Shield Master, and Nom will take a
Excuse
quarter
you, that's
of
a
this damage.
hardy 13.
It is a hardy 13. And CDC is a 14.
Damn.
Oh,
A
boy.
hardy 14.
So,
Or like a weak
15 fire
Jesus.
damage to Gabagulio, Ripple, and Kreezor. Anam, you're going to take 3 fire damage.
Oh,
'Cause
no,
yeah, half
I'm
to 7. half
not
to 3.
actually concentrating on anything.
You're damn right I
No,
am.
you don't have Hunter's Mark up
Sorry.
at the moment. I don't think Ripple's. You're concentrating on bonfire, so roll it to see if the bonfire goes down.
Just delete the bonfire. I don't care. It's not on him, and
Okay.
it's not like I can bonus action move it. I would have to recast it.
Oh wait, Kreezor. Unless Anam wants to switch.
I mean, not really, no.
All right.
That hits. You didn't target that. You're targeting a
Oh.
Nom. I can hit the
He
supply button
apparently-
and just do 13 damage to a Nom right now.
Please don't. Please don't.
Oh,
do
and
that.
everyone has 2 madness, but because combat drops, enough time goes that it all goes away.
I thought saves only got 1.
Oh no, it's right. Sorry, I forgot the 2 you succeeded. The 2 that succeeded got 1, and the rest had 2. But because the combat drops, in this case, it's not. Does not matter. He's dead. It does not seem to have gone on long enough to alert, or maybe they don't care. Who knows? But here you are.
All right. Do I need
Everyone
to reroll
feels
stealth?
oddly uneasy when that hits him, by the way. Because that was the killing thing. That was technically the last thing that did damage to him before he died.
Should I re-stealth up?
No. You don't need to. As you go around this corner, you once again see the familiar familiar sight of the 3 praying in front of the priest, and they all
Did we-
though they seem to pay you no heed.
Did we need
mind.
to re-roll stealth, or is my 21 and Kreezor's whatever still good?
No, I mean you don't need. They don't seem to care in general. You remember from last time, these were the guys that this guy actually just let you kill him.
He did after we did a bunch of stuff. We did. To be fair, though, we actually we wrecked these guys.
That's true.
So I didn't
You could-
know that they weren't attacking us. What did he drop that we got? Because we don't have it anymore.
Oh, he dropped the scroll of the cone, which is you make a wisdom save, they make a dex save. If you fail, you get a madness on a success, 2 madness on a fail, and then it does the cone damage, the 3d6 fire damage. Sorry, your version is 4d6 fire damage.
Didn't I sit there and learn it, or was I going to learn it later?
You were going to learn it later. So it takes a little bit of money and time to put it into your book. But you can go grab it again if you'd like.
Well, I assume that entails killing him, right?
Correct.
Well, now I feel weird because you make it seem like they're not going to attack us if we just walk through. But that doesn't seem right.
Stealth. So yeah, we'll have you roll stealth. We'll roll it back and you guys can roll stealth if you'd like to. Anyone that wants to.
Did our old one not hold over?
No, because you went
That
into
was
combat.
That was
It kinda
30
breaks
seconds
the
ago.
illusion.
Do I still get advantage from Brixham's
yeah.
thing, or is that gone?
Yeah.
Nope, that lasts till a long rest.
Oh.
Anyone can roll stealth that would like to.
Oh,
Alright.
sure, why not?
I don't plan on.
Are we
moving
just gonna
from
try
my
and slip
spot.
past these guys? Is that
Um,
the plan?
No, I
You
think
can
we're going
either
to kill
slip
him.
back or attack. None of them seem to notice you at all. Julia is not moving. He doesn't have to worry about rolling stealth, and Nam
Okay.
can move up if he
I-
wants to because he feels super stealthy.
I can
You
hit
can still
them
hit him
all
from
from here.
Sure.
I would love to put holes in them.
Sure. You guys, all the 4 of you, including Gabagulio, can make your attacks. Go in any order that you wish.
The
But
4
pick
of you,
an
there's
order
5.
because
Did I
if someone
not pass?
dies, I don't want you to have a waste.
All right. I'm shooting the middle one right now, so boop boop.
Sure. That's advantage. That hits.
That one does hit. Yeah.
Yes. It does hit. It's dead.
Can I also cast Hail of Thorns through that?
Is it Dex? Save?
Yes. I think I can
Well,
also just.
The right succeeds, so he'll take half damage. The one to the left fails. So left takes full, right takes half, and it's 1d10. So roll your damage.
Oh, whoop. Yep.
Okay.
Dead average.
So the guy on the left takes the full, the guy on the right takes 2. And then the next person. Who would like to go next?
Do I have advantage?
Everyone has advantage. Eldritch
I'll
Blast,
go.
let's go. Eldritch Blast hits, and the Firebolt will go next. Boop. And then their Firebolt damage. That definitely hits.
That's a 2.
That's a 2 because you can't
incapable.
roll minimum, right? Okay. Okay.
I also rolled a 1 on my damage.
That said -1 on him.
Well, because I already applied the 1 damage, and then I
Ah,
had to
gotcha,
take one
gotcha,
more off.
gotcha.
Yeah,
That makes
I
sense.
hit apply. Just which one are you doing the Toll the Dead to?
The one on the left.
Left wisdom save. They're rolling hot on their wisdom save.
Wow.
And then Anam, I don't think you've gone yet. It's up.
I haven't
to
yet.
you.
I've been waiting.
You have advantage, just in general. You don't even have to worry about steady aiming. That'll hit. Ooh. He is badly injured. And
Do you get the
then-
bonus attack?
Yes, you do. That'll hit for sure. Dang, he's barely alive. And this bloodied, beaten up man and his cultists just sit there praying and say, "Just join us," and you all can go again.
I feel weird about this, but
It does
You
feel
did
weird.
ask.
Same one,
You-
the one on the left.
Sure. Say 19. I'm telling you, we're rolling hot for wisdom saves tonight.
Did the near death leader? Does he beat a 15?
Yeah, no, he doesn't. You hit him for sure. Roll your firebolt damage.
Wow, getting my low rolls out of the way.
Ugh,
That's good. Get
we're
him out
just
of the
gonna
way now.
tickle him to death.
You can. He's not fighting back.
This feels less good than last time.
It definitely distinctively feels worse.
That'll hit. Cultist is dead. Who's next? Got Gabagulio and Anam.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I just paused the game. I mean, Potts paused the game. Potts, why are you pausing the game?
Don't blame your cat for your mistakes.
I did just blame my cat, and you can't stop me.
Shit.
You monster.
Prove it.
You monster. That does
I
not
miss.
hit. Okay. Potts, you can't sit on my keyboard. Enough.
He's doing it again. It's crazy.
That'll hit. He's dead.
Jesus Christ. 2-1-1.
And that, yeah, you get one more attack.
Advantage on this or no?
That'll hit. And it is dead. You can get your loot. You do notice that right before that cultist died, it had pulled out a dagger, but was pointing it towards itself.
Oh no.
No need.
Finish the
Got you, fam.
So yeah, you can have your scroll. It's this scroll. It's called Scroll of Frenzied Flame.
I pick up the dagger and hand it to Anam.
It
Thank
does
you.
the regular damage, but it is the like whole curved, the whole ritual sacrifice dagger style looking thing.
All right. I would maybe like to heal a wee bit before we go fight the super big baddie.
You can take your time. You guys can position yourself anywhere you'd like in the room. You
Oh,
notice.
I get that
remember,
scroll again.
Yep, you had the so it's called. Just put Frenzied Flame scroll, and I'll make the. I actually forgot to it this week, but I'll make the spell in D&D Beyond so you can have it.
Gotcha. And we're positioning ourselves in the next room.
Yep, you can go through the wall. The wall's not there, so like you can just wherever you would like. You now know what triggers.
Yeah,
You know
just
that-
before combat, I am going to enlarge Anam.
Sure.
I'm gonna heal Gabagulio.
So I'm just going
Sure.
to
Let me hit apply. Boop. Let me hit apply for Cure
pretty
Wounds to
good.
Freezor. Unless you already did that to yourself, then take away 9 health.
I gave myself cure wounds and gave myself
okay.
9. Yep.
Got you. What were you at before I hit the apply button by accident?
Oh fuck. I was minus 15 plus 9.
9. Okay, so you're at 6. Minus 6 health then. Yeah.
I don't know, but I remember the math that got me there.
Okay, so Nam will be enlarged. Is there anyone else that would like to do anything before
I'm gonna cast Bless.
hashtag?
Can I put a
Hashtag
snare-
bless up.
Can I put a snare on the ground?
I'd say why not.
Because we know where he's gonna pop up.
You do notice that he does hover above the ground when he moves. I will point that out.
It does specifically say onto the ground. Yeah, shit. All right.
So that should be on Kreezor, Anam, and Gabagulio.
So you guys all get. Can you target? Oh, wait a minute. I think I can. So can you shift target each one of them and cast that again without using the spell slot?
Oh.
Because I can hit the apply effect and bless for some reason works.
Hooray for automation.
Kind of.
Hooray.
I just clicked it again.
Oh, it didn't actually do the target. That's sad. I can't. What if I do?
Wait, let me try it one more time.
You can try it one more time. I think I'm gonna have to be the one that does it. Oh, it did it! Bam! You got bless. And well, you know what's hilarious is we're gonna end in the same spot we did last time because we're gonna start combat and then we're gonna end
If
off
you
with
want
a
to truly,
stag.
if you want to truly end the same way as last time, we'll all get to go until it's his turn.
No.
It's true.
So
No. We're gonna apply cold damage oil.
Oh, yes.
you can do that, yeah. Which will give you a D4 cold damage on all of your attacks. Cold oil. That's 10 arrows, which I don't think you're going to be shooting more than 10 arrows. If you are, then this is
I would be surprised.
rough. Hold the line.
I also have not really been keeping track of arrows because I can make them.
Sure.
Like,
I'll allow it. This
Yeah.
once.
Oh no, he's gonna take away his arrow.
Okay.
So I will take the skin of 3 fingers.
Okay. He's not named properly this time. Anam, would you like to switch places with anyone?
No.
oh, isn't it Nom enlarged too? Look at that boy
You
big.
are enlarged.
He is.
He's a big boy.
Change everything.
I'm a real boy now.
He's
Let
a real
me
big boy.
give you that extra size. Oh, that's 21. That doesn't make any sense. There we go.
He's 21 size.
I'm enormous.
So you get to go. It's
All right.
turn.
I'm
He's-
going to steady aim.
What? That'll hit. That bless. Let's go.
Just as intended.
Wow, that bless actually did all the work.
Heavy lifting. Is that a cold psychic blade?
It is.
It is not. It is a psychic blade.
Okay. And that is your turn.
And that's where we'll end it.
Nope. So
Okay.
Oh, look, Kreezor's up next. Cool. I would like to.
no. He's going
I'm-
to.
If he cones me, he will also cone the child, and I'm okay with that exchange.
The child isn't currently there unless you invoke duplicity
yet.
before the combat.
You mean we've
Okay.
been watching him for the last 13 minutes and we didn't have to? You
That's what he's
monster.
saying. That's what he's saying.
He's going to. It's great spacing. He's gonna go down
Thank you.
here. He's gonna swoop down here. Then he's gonna do his line attack, followed by. He's gonna do a swing. He's gonna do his line attack, and then he's gonna move and do a swing. So the first thing is his line. His like hyper beam.
He's doing fucking lines again.
He's doing lines.
Hyper beam.
Which is gonna hit Brixham and Ripple.
I feel like it doesn't have to.
There's a dexterity
Definitely
saves for
doesn't
both of you. Though
Ripple.
Brixham can potentially whip into game.
Gonna pose that shield.
Let's see if you can. You can! So Brixham's going to take 0 damage. He's going to take 1 bit of madness, because it still is a success. But that is all. Brixham, you're going to take the full damage,
I am.
which is
Yo,
14
guys,
fire
don't.
damage.
He means me.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, did I say Brixham? I meant Ripple. Okay, so Ripple's at 2 madness.
And you're not enlarged anymore.
No, I'm tiny.
1. And then he's going to swoop in to do a sword attack against Brixham.
Brixham hasn't done anything. He's just a boy.
You can. Okay.
He touched
I
that finger
understand that.
flesh.
He's just a small boy.
He's just a
He
small
remembers
boy.
me from last time.
Oh. Give me a second. I need to actually give him the great sword. Because when something dies, I'm not able to easily get it back. So I had to remake this session. You just remember to always have a copy of things.
Yeah, there
Just
should just be
hide
like in
them off
the
screen.
off map. There should just be a copy of everything that exists
There
on the
really
map.
should. Okay. So, he's going to make a great sword attack against Brixham. That is going to critically miss. Now it's Kreezor's turn.
Well, homeboy. If I can there we go. I can target. All right. Hunter's mark.
Gotta eat that microphone, Hunter's Mark. That's how you know it's real.
I'm so proud that Ross thought I was just repeating it from
Yeah,
a
it was
soundboard.
really, it was consistent.
All right, I would like to put a hole in him.
Okay, so that's going to hit. It is going to do cold damage as well. So add a 1d4 to that.
4, 2d4s, because... Wait.
How are you getting a second d4?
Just give it
Hunter's
to
mark.
him.
Sorry, 1d4, 1d6.
Yeah.
So much typing. There we go.
Dang.
Hey. I like that.
You notice that the fire around his
Do
head
you dread
goes
ambushing?
down a bit.
And then I would also like to dread ambush, because I saved all of my dread ambushes for this.
You did. Well, you were able to get here quicker, too. You avoided a lot. That's 2?
I don't know why that crit, so
So we took 7
I guess
damage. The first
call it
2.
the 7. Yeah,
Yeah.
why?
Why are you cheating?
Because it's fun.
I have no idea.
That's fine. Okay, so at the end of your turn, before Gabagoolio goes, he's going to sweep on over to you. It's one of the quick
You know,
swoops. As
I
opposed
was
to when he
gonna-
rose up into the air where you could get an opportunity attack. The swooping great
I was
sword
gonna
is when you
fade through the
cannot.
wall and run away.
You can't.
It's an ability that he has, though. But only one use.
This is just crit missing. Because this is going to go great. You reset the day, and now he doesn't know what to do.
Well, that's good.
It's good to have you alive here.
Did Brixham get an attack of opportunity for him swooping?
Not for that one. So when he swoops with the greatsword, he goes too fast. When he goes up into the air to eventually fireball the room, he goes slow enough that you are able to...
Excuse me, what?
He did that before. He blew up. He went... That was the start of the session.
Yeah, he's the reason we don't budge.
What you doing? What's the plan? Talk me through your... What you're doing.
Ask him politely to leave.
From here, I'm going to cast Witch Bolt.
Sure. That's a... Is it a save? No, it's an attack, right? It's an attack.
It's an attack.
Gotcha.
There we
That
go.
hits.
21.
Damn. That's
How's that?
good.
Not bad, not bad.
That's really good. You guys are doing stuff. Okay,
Not bad.
That's all I
Um,
got.
and at the end of your turn,
He surrenders.
he does not. No,
Okay.
he's going to. You guys are doing fantastic on spacing. So he's just going to keep swooping for now. He's going to swoop to Gabagoolio.
Oh. I'm going to Hellish Rebuke.
He's going to hit with 19
Little did you know,
Okay.
Gabagoolio had anti-swooping
for
measures in place.
17 damage. Slashes you with your greatsword.
Okay.
So it's a dex save from him, right?
Yes.
Yep.
That's
And
my
then
Look,
con save.
Gabagoolio's
Nice.
gonna die again.
Whoa.
So he succeeds. So he would take half of this. You do notice that he seems to take even less than that, though.
Yeah.
So it'll be
There's the damage for that.
so it'll be a
Okay.
quarter of whatever comes up. That's still not bad. What is that? 8 because it's rounded down. 4. He takes 4 fire damage.
Okay.
He's bloodied. And now it's Ripple's turn.
All right. Well, it seems like my brother's got this, so I'm just gonna pass.
Perfect.
I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb at level 2, doing ice damage.
Let's go. That'll hit. That'll hit. You do not roll double.
And it doesn't bounce.
But that does hit, and you see it go down just a little bit more. And then on your turn, for his last legendary action, he's doing what he's supposed to do. He's gonna swoop over to you next. He's just been swooping.
My boy's just all
I
about
don't-
the swoops.
I don't respect your authority.
He hits.
Careful,
or-
he hits.
Or does he? You have no, because it's more than 5, so you couldn't shield it.
That is correct.
So he's for 10 damage, and you are unconscious.
Wait,
Wrexham.
1 second. Was my mage armor not up what it was supposed to be, or does that make it 14?
So it's 13 plus is your dex modifier, so that's what makes it 14. Because you have a dex
Okay.
mod of 1.
Yep, never mind.
Okay. Wrexham, it is your turn.
All right.
You are down to no madness because you had 1 madness token. Consequently, going unconscious does remove your madness. Ripple, you have no more madness tokens as well.
Huzzah!
So- We're just gonna do the same thing I did last time I was in here. I'm gonna bonus action healing word on Ripple.
Boom, he's back up.
Suck eggs, you noob.
Then
Let's see if it hits. It hits. You're already doing slightly better than last time because the first time it hit.
I mean, we've hit.
Do you want to shatter it so you can do 1d4 damage to Ripple?
no,
I would.
but I did roll 2 1s on my healing word, so I'd like to re-roll that because of healer.
Ooh. Sweet. Let's see how much health he gets back. Then.
Ooh.
So roll. Is it every 1 you can re-roll, right? I just need to know whether
Yes.
it's 1. Okay, so great. Roll 2d4 and we'll see what the new one is. So you
So
get 1 more
not-
health. Which I can pencil in real quick. There you go.
That is also additional frost damage.
It
And I
is because
did
mom is
hit-
oiled.
Okay, we
I
don't.
did
Let's not.
Nope, Francis
Wait,
said
yeah.
it.
I didn't say anything.
So deal 1d4. Roll 1d4 for cold damage. 1 more damage. Okay.
More cold. But I did hit with an attack, so I'm gonna use shield bash.
What does that do?
He has to make a
Bash.
DC 11 strength throw, or I can make him go prone.
Sweet. The 19.
And that's it for Brixton.
He could also just lay down if he wants to.
He could. He does not want to.
Okay. Yeah, it's-
Roll a dexterity check with me, Kreezor, unless Anam wants to switch first.
Not particularly.
This happened last
And
time.
Nam,
Except this
Nam's
last
here.
time,
Alright,
Anam
we're-
switched.
We're not gonna.
You want to switch with anyone else,
Alright.
Anam, before we roll and see what happens?
No.
Alright.
Dexterity check.
Regular, Dexy, Checky.
You go first.
Alright. Don't know why my roll came up after his, but that's cool.
That's because this still isn't actually.
Mark.
It's already. Oh, you didn't lose concentration? You already have it. You don't have to
I,
say it.
it's just it's on him. I just needed to make sure y'all knew it was still there.
Sure.
All right. So this is for a 1d4 plus a 1. Wait, no, that's not for my attack roll. Shit. Sorry. My
That'll
attack
hit.
roll.
Then add a 1d4 and a 1d6.
this is where I need to actually start typing.
Yes.
All right. Boom.
Nice.
And then I would like to
Dread Ambusher.
Dread Ambusher.
Let's go. Could be it right here. It is not it.
You
But he's
had to
very
jinx
hurt.
me like that. Ouch.
Do you have a bonus action?
No.
I thought you bonus action ensnared or some shit before.
I could, I guess.
Sorry, I didn't know if it does any damage or not.
I get a hail of thorns if you would like me to hail of thorns.
That'll hit you and Brixham though. Ripple and Brixham will have to take the save.
Honestly, Brixham would probably be fine. If I go down, Brixham's still fine.
I am not gonna hail of thorns, you guys. I'm gonna trust that the rest of our group could maybe take him down.
You're a
That's
fucking
fine.
fool.
Worst case, we'll just
Fool,
kill
he's
the
gonna
wolf
go.
again.
Yeah.
So at
Yeah, but he'll be stronger this
on its turn.
We're just gonna Groundhog's Day this for a bit.
He's gonna just essentially fireball in place. He's not gonna fly ever anywhere. Just gonna go up, not even 5 feet, and just right into the ground. And I need both.
That would hit him.
Brixham- Well, no, it's his explosion he did last time. Like he didn't get hurt with his last explosion.
Right, but he was. Oh,
He was still in
because
the
it's not
center.
fire.
He was still in the
it's not
epicenter.
fireball.
We're sorry. It is. Yeah, you're right. So Brixham does not succeed. It's a dexterity saving throw, and he essentially his head blows up a little bit, a lot less than it did last time because of the amount of cold damage. But he does balloon. Ripple does save, so you'll take half.
I'll
He's
still
only
be
going to
dead.
deal. You take 6 fire damage. Ripple, and Brixham will
Just
take 12.
enough. I'm down to 1 HP.
Let's go. That reroll of healing word kept you conscious.
That's true.
I don't have a
Can I
con
take
on
12?
anything, so I'm just going to ignore it.
That's fine. So yeah, 12 if you failed. So Ripple, you'll take 12. Not Ripple. Brixham, you'll take 12 damage. And then Ripple, it's your turn.
I am just going to
lose bless.
I'm
Oh,
going to
no.
cast Magic Missile at level 1 on him, and I'm assuming he just dies.
I mean, you have to roll the damage. 3d4 plus 3. He is still kicking. Just barely, though.
I look him in the eyes, and as a bonus action, I say, "I'm disappointed in you."
He needs to make a wisdom. No, it's not that bad. Okay, he's going to at the end of your turn. I mean, he's kind of surveying the battlefield, but there's not
Punch
much.
you
Like,
in the
that's too
mouth. Oh.
Far.
He's also slowed by the longbow.
He is slowed by the longbow. You are correct. No, I mean he's gonna. Yeah, no, he's gonna great sword Ripple, because he can't do much else, and he was the last person that damaged him.
I mean, he was
He doesn't
really
like to be
emotionally
disappointed.
damaging.
Yeah.
He was emotionally damaged, but Ripple doesn't have his mockery.
It should have disadvantage because it should have. I sapped him last turn with my hit.
Sweet. He misses. Look at that.
Wow.
Anom,
Even more
it's just-
disappointing.
Slightly quieter, but with more intense stare, say, "Disappointed."
That'll hit. And it's dead. A lot better this time, folks.
I search his corpse this time.
A dome hit.
I hit every
Like-
single time. 100% of the time.
I check to make sure Gabagulio's still alive.
Okay, so
I
you'll
seem to
search his
be
corpse.
alive.
I will give the stuff to you in your inventory next time. I'll make sure to note of that. You do see that at the very end, but we will leave on.
Is he still alive? Oh,
He is dead.
Is that we're level 5?
Gabagulio looks
shit.
confused, scared, and just he's looking over. Where we're going to leave it is Gabagulio is staring at the spot where he died last time.
Is he level 4 staring at it or level 5?
Yes, you need. Okay, I know when you're going to hit 5, and it is literally the next thing
Yeah,
that
but
happens.
we don't.
But yeah, so we will leave it for next time. Gabagoolio is currently staring at the spot where he died, and he looks confused, scared, afraid. He doesn't seem to be able to tear his eyes away from there.
Oh, easy.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Oh,
I
Yeah,
got a thing for this.
I mean, we can come back to it next time. Like,
This
we can
is
just
me.
leave it there.
it won't let me place the template.
What
I
is
was gonna put Fog Cloud.
Oh, that is you. That picture is great. That's
Yep.
currently, yep. That's fantastic.
That's me.
Just the cat looking at a war-torn battlefield.
He's having extreme PTSD.
Is it next week
Oh,
that
yeah.
we can't, or is it the week after? Someone,
Let me
I know
look.
it's either the last week of June or the second to last that we go on a little break.
I am
Um,
free next week
so-
on Wednesday.
I'm
Yeah,
gone the
so-
You're going to what?
16th.
Of July?
So the
And-
25th and the 2nd, I probably cannot do. But
Okay.
I could do the Monday or Tuesday of either of those weeks.
I could. So you said you couldn't do the 25th. So next Wednesday,
Yep.
I could do the 23rd or the 26th.
I could do that.
Can we do the
I
20th?
can't-
Anyone?
I
Anyone
can't
in for
do
the 23rd?
24th. I can't do the only day next week I can't do is the 24th.
Do we want to do the 23rd if we're all good for it?
I'm good for that.
Are we? I don't remember. Are we scheduled to play in the other session on the 22nd? No, right?
No,
That's an
we're
off
going-
week for
No.
us.
We're also
Yeah.
celebrating.
Okay.
You and I are celebrating Father's Day. On
Oh, right. Yeah, we'll be
22nd.
there anyway. So yeah, I can do the 23rd.
We're gonna be the family. Yeah. So yeah, we'll do the
Family.
23rd
We're
then.
celebrating Father's Day on the not Father's Day.
Yeah,
It's
no
when
one
we
else
all
was
get
free on
together.
Father's Day.
It's more about getting together as a family.
It's more about family.
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 Yeah.
No, this is the family.
So, you said, Nick, you're not going to be there on the 16th of July?
Correct.
I'm not going to be around on the 9th. I'm
Once
gone
again-
that
Tuesdays
whole
work for
week.
you guys.
Once
So that-
again, I could do the day before.
That particular week, the week of the 9th, I'm gone all week.
That's fine.
Okay.
So
And
it
I'm
sounds
gone
like
all
the week
week
of the
next
9th,
month.
we're going to build a village.
Sure.
Oh, right.
I'm down for
Does
that. We can do an off, like a side
Side
quest.
story.
It will not be
It
a
also
one
might
shot
not-
though, because
it
I
also
can't
may
make
not
a
matter
one
if
shot. I'm not
Gabagoolio-
Rufus that made 2 1-shots in a row that actually only lasted 1 shot.
It's true. I
He
did that
made 2
twice.
actual 1-shots.
Pretty unbelievable.
It's really
actually.
easy when you
Yeah.
TPK everybody at the first
He
that
No.
did. It was
No,
a
I did-
full fleshed out 1-shot.
And the second one had a full homemade mechanic.
Yeah.
Is it pull this lever to kill the party?
It's an
No.
auction. We did an auction.
Yeah. But it was all done like as in combat steps, except they had to submit their moves before knowing the turn order for the auction, and then the auction resolved in turn order.
It was cool. So we'll do 23rd then.
So the 23rd next. Okay.
Can we do the second? Or the second something you can't? Is it? can you
the
can't?
second
Keegan can't
I
do the
cannot.
second.
Okay. Do we want to do Tuesday or do we just want to skip 2 week or do 2 1-shots on Wednesdays or just skip skip a week then do a 1-shot? I'm okay with like an off week the week of
could
the
do
second.
I could do the second.
Okay.
The second's the Wednesday. We'd have to do the first. Oh, unless you're talking about the one shot.
Well, right. I mean, if we all can do the first, I'm okay with the first. I don't know if that's too close to
One
the other
second.
session, Frank, because we'll be playing on the 29th. That's the only reason
Yeah.
That's up
I
to
can do.
unless people can't do.
I
not
can do the
fully up to you.
first.
The second's gonna be rough for me,
Well,
but I
we-
could do it.
So it sounds like it would either be the first
I
or we're
cannot
taking
do
an
the
off
second.
week. Unless
I can do the
you,
first.
Keegan, can you
The
do
first is a holiday in Canada, so
I can
I'm
do
good.
the first.
Nick, can you do the first?
Rufus, what were you saying about holidays?
Yep, we can do the first.
Oh, the first is a holiday in Canada, but that's fine.
Oh, okay.
That means I don't have anything going on. So
So then we'll do the 23rd, the 1st, and then the 9th will be a one shot, and then we'll go from there. That's the next 3 weeks. And that's
okay. So let's
Cool.
see.
My internal calendar is going to be everywhere.
it's gonna be.
I was actually just putting it all in my calendar right now. So we've got the 23rd, the 1st, and then either one shots or 2 weeks off, and then on the 23rd we're back to normal. The 23rd of July. So next
Yeah, we
week
back.
is the
Maybe?
23rd. The week after is the 1st, and then I'm gone, and then Nick's gone, and then the 23rd of July we're back. I believe
I'm
that's
around
correct.
any. So yeah, I'll be here through all of that. So it depends on everyone else's. We'll say we're back on the 23rd. but if
Sorry, I
something comes up
entirely
'cause
missed
it's
that. Was
December-
that the 9th and 16th of July we're skipping?
Well, the 9th would be a one shot for any if we can get 4 people, and then the
I'd
16th
be
it'd be the same thing. If 9th and 16th if we can
Okay.
get 4 people, or we can always just skip a week if we end up not. I just
Alright,
put the
let
list.
me-
I'm just
That
gonna
makes
pin.
sense.
I'm gonna pin the next 3 sessions in chat.
Alright,
My 3rd, 1st, and 9th is a one shot.
cool. Okay.
We'll go from there.
Makes sense to me. I'm gonna say goodnight.
Good
Good
night.
night, y'all.
Goodbye.